Good evening. Gyaso live on OK 101.7 FM. And you may hear me Afia Pokuaa. And I'm loving Sakodia Pa King Sak. And you will Sakodia born around 2016. But issues no our car woman no lyrics no. They are very relevant and dollar no apaska. Gas ye duminto. Dumuso ya egusu ye juma. Emebru nye juma nye. And these are the things political messaging and shouldn't change you. From President Kufuor Breso no catch SS show system na to aba. Today that message is still relevant. And they sa asemna President Kufuor kan no. J Kufuor a very relevant show system na to aba. And remember good evening ni akwaba Gyaso and e be kono style baby. But you focus on 2020 elections between NDC and MPP. And then you say other political parties here bomb say very soon you be not third force out here po ojina ne na so a obetimi ama NDC MPP run for their money. But until then NDC and MPP and the main frontliners a wo mo ko abato we mu. Now this is the issue in ama 2020 elections say very serious. You hear say NDC and MPP omutumi show madwene e was asem no mu da. Importantly, ni say what we are Ghana ni no. What decided? And now you remain as part of 17-19% of one CDD Afrobarometer report. Any subsequent researcher, Dr. Don Phenomene, Dr. Sans Anthony, other political science lectures, or my year, various tertiary universities study about to just say those people no remain undecided. Now, the sound of one undecided that we NDC or we MPP now to one now fire opponent. Sa some na mo kasa we MPP ni now come person ye born and somehow you are only singing to the already converted. And then we are going to strictly according to 2020 elections. Now no imani Ghana penny yera frankly kujo babonte beka say MPP for there kon enye why you be lose elections. In fact Okan say it doesn't look good for MPP. Now some no other people have said it, but that was before COVID. Which are some of the research materials I made my kind of before COVID no na MPP in Shadan Koye Momo. That was around November, December last year. Right this year more COVID the buy and Niaman Society. Because for the first 3 weeks of the COVID no, who to me say any for our analysis, but I may hear what you think. But per me, my analysis, shut the and Shaya na President Kufuor His Excellency, what the year you man are solid. He was in a comfortable lead. There was goodwill. It showed a leader who was in charge, who was doing very well. Fellow Ghanaians who are saying show mask. At one point in time, Yankasa, this is not racist, but my own observation, you could see President Kufuor living the COVID. Or say, I'm pleading with you. Satam no Mampani was in a comfortable lead if you look at the polls, according to my own mental polls. Osha subsequent research I made my kind of University of Ghana Legona. Satam na NDC and then I'm 39 point something percent. Na MPP for to abasa time on one. Na MPP for echo form kakra. That was until COVID no. COVID nearby President Kufuor was managing it comfortably. First month the chairman and Yama started say essay. Adriane Chichano e Pascaye. And Yama Bebre and Koye mask distribution. Lost Nibiani ya kochia so for but party for Koye Bibia. Omo de enchi omo. Party for Koye primaries in Kofo bi anchi omo. Ehona omo penny the goodwill and the popularity ni say e form kakra. But as I pick it up biem, if you look at the MPP for your Omoko Ashanti region particularly because before COVID, for instance last year mo nyina the last quarter of last year Oko Ashanti region na MPP stronghold and Kofo dwa omo se omo to aba rose terrible. Now for Ghana nyina che say Kumasi krom kro na akwan ye akwan ni bebre Rollins na be ye ma omo na akwan ni bebre asai na Kumasi for kasa ya to aba no na MPP the amudi ye the you could see say MPP they were losing grounds in their stronghold. So they no ya be kan wa abontin including myself go twitwa pictures o Kumasi na de beto abontin so amekwan so ne ade no mo di atem but MPP for the attempt na secretly no MPP for penny for including Yera Amwakwata no mo nam no mo ye adwuma na say ya akoyo Kumasi ekwa akosi oboase adanse ne ade nyina tutuka rose government eye Now I say government I'm picking into our grounder and kobeye. Now the key thing is that 4 months in here and aka aye people are beginning to question say am penny about say and I say now cut sword. One cut sword for hospital Okumase. One cut sword or beach road. Sika be na ade koye 4 months to election am cut sword. One young and a zongo development toilet in am cut sword the commission toilet ni ade. And this is what people are questioning. Unfortunately, NDC is what NDC was managing their campaign fine. But at the latter part of last year, about 2 year first this year, NDC looked confused. They look confused, especially time of my penny Nanado. All your fellow Ghanaians asked and a goodwill, no comma president. No. NDC didn't know how to tackle it. It was a good move, NDC buy NDC cover COVID-19 team no buy no to help government. Very good move. President Mahama first 2 Facebook live addresses it was fantastic. Cause so to me Jabe President Kufuor on issues. And ya 10 year issues. Economy is on ventilator. Economy is not doing well. Yabasi yababe boy, the way you're handling the COVID is not right. He was on point. NDC was looking good. Around that time, President Mahama started watching Chedrianibi drive food near there. NDC was on point. The NDC Pascal. In fact, one of the problems with NDC COVID-19 team no went to me anya very well no was that apart from 2 press conferences at COVID-19 team went to me anya then they went down under again. Another problem of NDC was that almost starting omunya fans at the COVID-19 team now. Oh, no my JB ma President Mahama. Aka no kwa na President Mahama ye adwuma no. So President Mahama was in a limbo. You could not see President Mahama on his feet. Minority for Chinachi, party for penny for Chinachi, but Nina notwithstanding, you can see Sen and say NDC asan back bio. They are on their feet. They are doing well. I would to say yes. I fed the NDC President one was a President Mama Koto our voter raging. Also NDC yeah, one of the problem is NDC communication. How to address the issues and no be here. We are NDC communicator. Now I do also be the attempt. Who did in another attempt and also be attempt. That only speaks to our food soldiers. South food soldiers so much one NDC that you don't need to preach to the choir. They are already there. Voting for NDC hands down. The people you need to convert. 19-17% of one or me undecided. Some of one they respond to issues. They are moderates. We are the baby and wow. Many NDC. This is the time that you need people like Kakre Samuamo. Kakre Samuamo, if you go back to the days of those days, first a crossfire on Joy FM. Kakre Samuani do ajawo. No amount of provocation. And a man Kakre Samuani will be attempt that. No amount. And then, Modi Adania 10 years. If we are NDC full soldier, your desire is to see President Mahama say, or back to power, but you change the communication. One told you President Mahama call voter raging. These are the things you have to trumpet. We are MPP news, so your desire is to see Senanado, or Besamba Biomuse round 2. What the answer yes so be did atemo. What the officer say you are in a comfortable lead. Hey, elections won't. Anything can change. Kobusa obeda someone on control. Anything can change. Obeda someone graphic choir report to Mano. I think that was 2000 or 2001 or 2002, something like that. So Obeda someone gets the nod. Graphic front page. 1 week things fall apart. Never society. Oh, we are near Sweveno. We are party near. Don't preach to the choir. Ufu soldiers na NDC ni MPP no more 40% no. Omo oya omo den which omo mene ombeto am NDC, ombeto am MPP. Your job is to preach to the new people. Your job is to preach to the new people. When you idea was here to me hwe na ye ka ehun asem no. Boss air condition. Enti se ahwe ni ye ni anya sa na manema we ya NDC and MPP maso be hwe enne that is the issue ebeka ho asem. Why na win 2020 elections no. Nanado ewo abemu nti ote akonya so de sometimes ye wo bibi e friend incumbency advantage ote akonya so ya chiro din awie the goodwill seem to be on your part why you say obapedi koye programs there's a very slim year ubetimi aka between program oye as a president and the oye as candidate Kufuor nti those are all advantages obenya but unim na ye MPP na ma no oda ho ununu ho asere kwa. It is the same incumbency advantage Nana Mahama wo 2016 yet Oluzu 1 million vote poto. Mema ni enyo de wate. Say na Professor Mills no or starting yes or room to room door to door. That people force in a tree. Oh papa or atana on to menya hwe atana oh win atana oyer atana wa agba akokra atana wa kana he obo wusisi a omu ya na Professor Mills we winning hands down. Time could not even save MPP. Time could not save MPP. So we NDC ni na we MPP adwene ho. Mu ya NDC minority papa no should not be your problem. Stop fighting over papa no. Papa no ntua a tax. Papa no ontua me taxes so. Me pay beba 30% tax him. Me produce a beba him. The ultimate color market ni abeti ni ticket to him. Anya papa no ntua tax. Whether papa no to diamond crofo or to cast man crofo, we don't give a damn. And fire home. That is not a national issue. Now it has become a joke. Learn to laugh over these things and let it go. Na mo dia papa no kakra bi ma fa no walk up mo be kontokwa. Me boko jo ponko my voice ni bi mu. My only issue is Kojo Ponkoma can same way with parliament because Kojo Ponkoma are very gentle. But a Canadian Japan and Kokan way and Kaka do to beja. Canadian Japan and a Kokan way and come back to me. Whether you like it or not, there is a papano. Whether you like it or not, there is a papano. And we don't care who he is. Because NTI tax, NTI Mediane, and Yamehe. The Yan say, Papano Messi got a mayo. Emaye Rose ni mayo. Emma dollar name back to 3 cedis yo. Emma dollar name back to 1 Ghana cedi, 1 Ghana $1 said the President Kufuor. Juma boy under redo nomination Ghana ni a cedi $1 back. What you say? Papa no will not do that. Focus on the issue. Yeah, maybe one a joke. Laugh about it and go on. Kobuse maybe a basinko. Professor Kosiboche ya. Go and Google Chronicle. So if you get a copy of Chronicle, Nebusa say efuni bi buy a friend the power of the black mamba. Ubusa Professor Kosiboche says he laughs over it. Because when you bawom, busa anane, edeni avan kanche anane. Edeni ankanche Dr. Anane, uncle Ace conference, Dr. Anane koshe so buy Oba wonya broni baba no. The onye boni da non to bo. NDC minority or MPP majority o. Why name be a jada? Monster mosati. Why no mun kwa raw dross that? Stop making the elections about frivolous, flimsy issues. Focus on the issue. Road no, kania no, ejuma no, COVID ba ye, health systems. Mahama so be investing in health sector. Push issues. I say oba and Crawford Misika Kwakodi banking sector financial crisis no be this kana. These are the issues. Nanado say and cry mucho BC obema obia duane every day. Ebema school feeding for ema no so anya adwuma ye. Wo musika beba contractor for wo award contract. These are the issues. Nanado betimi aye ana ontumi nye. President Mahama say Nanado efeli mo bia consider no. Nanado so say Mahama kra the only case bia afa na agro ne be start o 4 months to elections. Afa na agro ne be start nti me say focus on the issues. Forget about papa no. We don't care. More minority majority nyina mu nyina dross no mo ro masam ma he mu nyina dross no mo ro bi masam na ma ye ntia radio presenters organ nyina mu nyina presenters na me se me ne bo presenters aye aduma che me producers o mo nyina me mai o mo nya righteous o mo nyina ro. That is not our issue. And fire ho focus on the issue. Ghana sika yira baby a mo yenka na yenkwaje sesa ne mra. But sika yira na about issues now. Papa no or no papa no. And family home. It becomes it's a joke. Joke about the issue, but stick to the issue. Stick to the issue. Stick to the issue. Issue about credibility. The Clinton Uncle Moya citing for perjury in America was because about credibility. If you can lie under oath, it wasn't really about so new Biakoda because after Clinton, so many people have slept with so many people. What the man in mema etna dan ba kum enya den eja ebe pasisi obi. Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim Wahe, fani tina dan mu e wo KFM studio ha. Na ja ne ha to no prumu with oba ba ko 24 hours ebe pasisi. Honorable Natewa January nim say ni unlock no dem ha ebe pasisi. Enya moral issues are not our issue. Constitution be bien one more say moral issue. Even Supreme Court judges, any court of appeal judges require the requirements count of high moral standard. No Supreme Court in Ghana has been able to determine what is high moral standard. Until forget about the war, the captain's wife. Let's go on with the war. Yeah, war no. 2020 elections. Focus on the issues. Kaniano, Esuno, Ejuma Ebenya economy. Yesika na aka microfinance savings a lot one. Ebe then but these are the issues that was here can was enumerate. Your family Afia Pokuaa me sweaty because papa no asem no. Ehia me pa. Eti was here hwɛ mo asɛm ka sɛ da kɛse de am end point homeopathy me I have my own idea about who the papa no is me ka but I obi season producer or say me see obi ahye so Evans ni mako so on hye so yera Evans ni mako so on hye so da oye virgin so on hye so da ana Yesu kan ye no o se de on to bone abo ayi onye bone da won to bone kane wo so ye be ma bia wo Ghana ha no ma wa bia gya wo to ba bia no wo ye papa no tie ni ye pa wo ti ase wo ye be ma a wo tue dua wo Ghana ha na wo wa fa ya ga bi da wo ye papa no forget about it. Yes, yeah, first say when I'm Rollins at him no lie detector test. Yeah, me test member what Ghana nyina minority leader Ahmed Ibrahim mo nyina ya fa mo nko ni en test mo. Yeah, say mo nyina ya nya papa no wo mu a. You are all the papanums. You are all the papanums. Me say you are all the papanums. Mo story ma yentia. Mama o first say anane koye papa no e wo America. Wo ba ye wan kan wani draw or see true. Oh, he was honest. Emre bi amuka say president Kufu akwa Jesus yazi mu etia mo tumi afa Jesus yazi kro no ene ntafo kro na mada ene nie kebashin mene. Stop talking about papa no if you are not righteous. More road rosa you are all papa no. Focus on the issue. Road no kania no eno na bebo Ghana for eno ne yetua tax. Yentua tax ma papa no bia obi nya ni sika de ode beye e ono ane business. End point homeopathy ko ho no me na ko hwe obodi mu. We ya be ma ko end point ni en check usisi mu ma wo because they say the abaso na ye papa no nya sa wo betwia che na boy bi ti ba bi wo betwia di tie ne ye pa wan ko end point now ye be ma no wan ko ye ho aduro wo betwia ebi wo kra nya dan ne card ye nkofo bi totwa bi ba wa hwe ya wo no be kwa kotua 10 cedi 5 cedi shoemaker for what time presented bebre hwe guess but nkofo na etwidie ko ye ho aduro end point ne ye hwew ne ye moawo ne we ugina ho a we gina ho wo ahode a wo ahode ne de wo de ye adwuma a build a legacy that will live after you enye ma sa adwuma fon no munyai na mokọ adako nyankopon bebusa mo adwuma legacy a wo begya wo wachi de a ochena wudi wa de be kai wo be remembered for something positive for Ghana. The osaje funum ye bie de na yebo president Kufu din aye kan asem no ene ama papa ya wo ye kan we denomination say mre bi na Ghana ye sika 1 cedi ene $1 na ye pe ene ye sika ne tesen do that into ko end point na ko hwe ho wo mo akuma se ye kono no mabro hia uduru wo no mo a obi abecho sprinter so shell signboard on me no so wo mo ho no ma end point benya aboche one-on-one consultation hwe fruit team ko su na se ahwa ma hode ma papa na ebeba na wo ko tema so a ko wa na so tema 2022 end point se bra papa na doctor wonya abotre enhwe ne number na 0244 867068 and 027 4234-321. Omo adarma enene yade Gyaso dwumedi ede ebreo na Afia Pokuaa issues bebre trend wo most of the website peacefmonline.com, Ghana News, myjoyonline.com, Ghana Web, CCFM, most of the online sites in 2020 voter registration no credible President Kufu asema wakano no and I withdraw papa no tag or we will give you a name minority leader and okacha onabo upon kroma say sa papa no obegina parliament oka onyai enye sa wom so be ma no maame no we nyina ye nsuro we bogus issue parliament ye heckle until you forget ya una focus on the issue ne yenko ye ka papa no obi aye papa na ugina ho anye papa no obi aye papa no forget it ahoy counting on Mahama na loss to take over NDC provide own flag bearer Rollins asema o can know. Well, me say one of the things they fighting against NDC for 2020 election here. Professor Ahoy book we. And they are saying about now if you are a party in opposition, me see the same thing to MPP. Obekaya 2012. The reason why MPP lost 2012 election. Okay, say at Kennedy control book chasing the elephant into the bush. MPP now nyobia they lost elections no for 2012. No, they call election petition. Now mo NDC. Mo da munya steady. Mamo hwe book we wan asem nka. Rollins na kasa no say our person o Mahama lose election no take you over party no kasa de flag bearer eba nti no NDC for asem create jobs and stop giving free things President Mahama. These are the issues I pen no President Mahama no ka bia che Kufu say masa wo be ya create jobs na jai fans hunu na wo de man asem obema okope man no fans nko a ope meye we me wakati so do sa un create job bia President Mahama asem a wo ka che Kufu no COVID-19 to say we are providing critical help not freebies President Kufu and wo ka che Mahama no say bride na Jinancha, what time watchum. Ye provide critical help. And your freebies now bet you be na. Sasem will crowd to say another pim na Mamma Kutiao. Freebies not just out to say. Sa near money a chicha man for no crowd person can become. Hey, Kufado. Papa, or your old politician or people Kutiapa, no catch a man, so bet you near ma. Or no one bet you near ma or Yajuma. Because Pratt's office baggled, where I see a funny laptops near the young for the da. Unless there's something special about the one laptop, then we can relate it to elections. Ensure citizens' confidence in new voters' role and punish those Ivorians. So PNC no akache EC no na 2020 elections to voter transfer and so starting October 20th. And protect the ballot in December. President Mama and wakache voter region for say mun shana mun vote no hum ban pa. President Mama campaign message or they call voter region and no na voter not the preserve of NDC. Sami Okuno akache omo say microfinance can betria. Na voter region NDC dia o. Enti mwaya sa maji aboso no mutumi nyen mosu ko ban e voter region. Sami Oku and on fire President Mahamano and a COVID-19 strengthen contact tracing, testing and restriction. GMA and almost so catch penny for saying in ano. Woman COVID-19 contact tracing word because airport in your own baby. Womubia it will also create another form of problems that we may need to resolve all these issues. All things being equal, our active COVID-19 cases and so better Ghana Health Service and all can say no. These and all other issues. And I know so air trend no. And then you penny for kase, my share for our rising and we are our parliament, one of the most controversial MPs. Around this registration center, registration exercise, MP Bako Gini Diva very controversial. Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim. Bana Mashebedweni. Besina or insisted MP before I said down area and comfort the abegum. I'm a true mudiabum. Oni ni abema honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nina Nate kwe honorable Bele kwe. Je no kofi owe. Ene gangbe papa kwe. Ebenezer Gilbert Nina Nate MP for Ablekuma Central. Honorable yan krani mapa. Ona we this year papa wankra. Gama shikpon gama anoni Ablekuma no. Honorable yada se papa udini de Matochi akakra Honorable Gilbert Kafia shi ni ne blofu gbe shi ni na nate no jigbe ni na nate Honorable no ni di na enkrendi papa omienu and on boy any higher prediction 2020 abato no who is winning NDC or MPP. Look at issues now which is one of them is 4 months to election and Kufuor don confess oh kate sword do nye de hie why adwuma you don't need to cast sword. And then this for so na mu book in our pascal say professor how a bookie and abe MPP for campaign message. Enti message ben and amode beko. Say na na do chenkola yi na BC for nkola nyina aduane o. Enti we how can you when this was come beche bi? Mo bed hey Honorable Ibrahim, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim kuta Bible crafa no. Chese why is na de obeku MPP for. Mama me kwa amase NDC Yape Gusogu Constituency Secretary Latif Idi Atingbo woman ya brie rakojo ponkroma so obani good evening anwumre
Bacha who to say
me ho ya na also
nyamya de ho ye pa
na mo na yase mo ma warning no
ya no kura enya warning no kura because they near bre pa
mo Yape Kusogu
yes Yape Kusogu constituency in the Savannah region
ana mo ma warning akoma kojo ponkroma wo achease ofuase ayirebi na ekwan tintin mo warning ni bedun
Mbacha ya no kure.
Ana mu case ni sen.
O say?
Mu case ni sen mo man warning no.
Yeah, Mbacha like parliament. Our attention was drawn to a statement made by the Minister of Information where he referred to our MP as Papano. So, why would he say Papano a social media whether obia the media for rough. But yeah MP no, you respect no you bunu. Well, was sorry, Parliament or person 1 year statement, like Obia will say, like Oyene perfectly. But when you have a Minister of State to bring himself to that low to describe our MP as Papa Noah, I think it is uncalled for, it is unacceptable, it is unfortunate. So we have, we find his comment as very ridiculous and disrespectful to the people of Yape Kusogu constituency. So for
W T Openi na say kojo pongo masemo ka joke As I say, cry joke. Me cry no make us say akode cry tema papa. We say joke.
Me Parliament is a house of records.
Enti.
Parliament is not a place whereby you get a
or see what come on my expunge if hands at the way I assemble. Nadabio, papa no air bonny and you be fro be papa no air bonny.
If I just say, I say, my social media, no. Obian himself, or move Obi say papa no. It means they are referring to him as sugar daddy, and I say, what?
Sugar daddy, I crime, and I say, Menkas will be a sugar daddy, but yes, will be a sugar daddy, I crime,
but we share your MP now. He has distinguished himself.
There be one that see sugar daddy one more time, or more distinguish your more.
Oh, but yeah, so it means so what my friend for the papa no, but yeah, MP the yebunu. He should distance himself from that. There be your penny. More
NDC. Mon frère Kufuadu Olumanda. Olumai akokra no obewu na de ende. Mon ka bi da.
Yeah, NDC4.
Yes. Uni Ghana anum na Lina Tevanda Point 2016. Muko kept go so say na do your short man. Mo ka che mo wone no.
Mbacho Vanda Point na say the constituency is different from your constituency. What you are saying? Because but what we are saying is that the information minister he has goofed. The way any anje ya mpe.
Ade na mo fa asem we say e agro keke. Oni say parliament omo hekel omo. Omo tumi craft frɛ obi say eh wo de oye sakora. Wo de oye say omo tumi di agro.
But some jobs are expensive. That agro no ye catch information minister say ye mpe sa agro no. Obedi sa agro na won fa ye MP before but ye by ye MP ni dey. Man, you shouldn't joke with our MP to that extent. Yes, na. So you should come and apologize to the MP. We have given him 3 days to do that, or else he will face our wrath.
Mama kojo upon come 3 days.
Yes, we have given him 3 days, 3 clear days. He should tell the Ghanaian public that he's joking with our MP, so that we will distance ourselves from that statement. So when you said yeah, Kiani King, we will just be on him.
You will be on him, and then no chess saying.
It's a strategy. So when the 3 days elapse, now you know. There was because to be a move.
But I first say JJ John Jina Pono kasa kache mo say or problem with the word papa no because even Kojo Ponko Macro kan say that day na he withdrew it. Enti mun jini say mo call you mo wani we nyina is dead on arrival. Oni pana kasa kan say na he withdrew it in parliament that day.
Yeah, it means that.
And amunya aware.
But hello.
Munya aware so withdraw yes adana.
But that is from the parliamentary hazard, and I'm a boy.
My expansion, my expansion.
Yes. My expansion. Hello. Yes, he has withdrawn that statement. But we, as a constituency, we still demand an apology from the minister.
An apology from the minister.
Yes.
And no person me too was say the word papa no. What is derogatory about it? Because the word papa a title, which is obi oye eja.
So obisi papa no last month and I said last year enye boni.
Okay.
But say me no can say so obisi papa no e meaning. What you say?
Adena mu ignore we nyina na mun yape gusogu muni road problem o wana. Muni kania problem o muni issue problem o. Adena mu release warning. Enkoma nanado His Excellency nanado dan Kufuadu so na president mu pensio mu pe kania mu pe sei mu man ko school nkola no say adena mun kan wasa mu te white water ne so adena mun kan white water problem amunya ye bebie bagredam ensuo be yiri e de afa mu nkrofo nyina wo honom. Why are you not addressing these proper issues? You are worried over a flimsy papa no that does not feed you. Papa no beto de na mawana.
I'm saying that the issue that you have raised, we have raised similar concerns. We have talked about road, we have talked about water. We even demonstrated. But because Akufo-Addo is the person who doesn't even listen, they have abandoned John Mama's project in our constituency. So as for that one, we're just waiting for 7 December to kick him out so that John Mama will come and continue with the project.
Good. It's na mun kosunka, na mun fire no, mun kosunka enye one day.
So statement where they eka because your statement your issue be concerning social amenities. But government no one cash so where su kan it doesn't mean that a release statement biao because there's a road called the Kusogo Tuluwe Chama road. That road it was on a contract. They want a demand contract. MP buy no or no contract. They have abandoned that project. If you go to Mpaha Senior School, it has been abandoned. If you look at the water system in the central Bunya, it has been abandoned. So we have raised several concerns.
It won't say issue when you now honey a free wa. No, when you want to go papa no say massive send na beto aduane. That will fix that road no.
They say I am just drawing your attention that anyway you can't they said last 3 months last year, but Yeah, who's
president now started cutting so repeat it again. And ignore papa no what eh?
But yes, so but
and patro o de FSC a photo na dem me say you ochina your press conference and yes your press statement repeat these roles no any issues now we raising
but where we have gotten to know the government cannot do anything again, so we are just waiting for 7 December to show them the exit.
On to me opinion cut sword for beach road well then I just want to mean
now 4 years after election year na cut sword election year mo cut sword akaden. You have 4 years mandate. You have waited 4 months to the election. So it's not necessary.
Okay.
We're just waiting for 7 December to kick him out.
Okay. Yati inti train 3 days in the mboye but upon come apologize. I remember that he did that more expansion I don't know. Yeah, that's baby. Yo ye nu abema ene ne twetwe enkomo no yape okusogu John Gina Ponabo the constituency secretary eno no omte one ma kojo upon come answer draw statement no kojo upon come kwa withdraw dada. Enti ana mpanifu akese ye back to the issues cause asama me di kan say papa no ento aduane mo bi entua tax and fix it ono ya pay road na or complain you know it will not fix it inti say ya pay roads ya pay kania ya pension ya pay go ya these are the issues honorable no ebeka honorable Ahmed Ibrahim NDC machebedweni wo bana ono minority chief whip deputy minority chief whip wo mrashebedwum and honorable Ebenezer Gilbert Nina Nati MPP mrashebedweni Ablekuma Central one of the most swagalicious Ghana names yenya ewo hanum saying honorable so ewo studio aye 2020 elections who will win who will lose. Forget about the papa. No, for good evening, you may. Boko there. Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, so who I'm surprised that we're free. Banasa na wo come wo banasa ye kuno. I'm surprised that we buy you on such a hot when you were uti were hot. Ohuni baby anti. Online church open because there are come them to ye kuani.
If you are free hospital nearby you.
Hey! Honorable.
If free hospital nearby.
Who free hospital? Then yo.
Ba answer ma me fa kwanya so. Me nchia etifo nyina.
Obachia.
Ene omo mutie okay FM. Enne enyumire. Ndokwasem ni se obisa me se me hifa ene ye me ya ebi agi se me doctor na be kire.
Nto nyare. Ba wonti apo.
Me hwe. Osi mi samra Wednesday. Onse ndi ye cool mu no. Oba na wanko.
Ona bibia anya o you are fine.
If you have me
Bibia
home you me swati me so me yare.
Na say so de obeti ka wo kam yi.
Na unam
energy na wo use.
Unam ho na wo so tia. O se me yare a o person wo answer. Nti only the doctor can tell. Ba nyame adom me ko ene na o hwe me o se my fine to mama son ro kekre bi o se. Nyame adom Wednesday me samra. Wednesday na me sako. Now what I went through there I will not even wish them West opponent should go through it.
Bana. Enya wa na wo orchestrate here there.
Oh, Afia.
I don't
think that can be possible.
Politicians, they minimum they mutu me. Honorable Nina Te. Honorable good evening. So who there?
Nyame adom if wa.
Na prime minister registration has also we okay there.
Nyame adom.
Odi obi anya o te say honorable Ahmed Ibrahim.
O se wa odi kan say ganyofo mo bia lo hie wa. No ta shi na ka oba fi for.
Na ka no.
No so no mo mia wo hie.
Na ka no. Obo modern. It's honorable 2020 elections, but honorable Ahmed Ibrahim said ni registration no because I know they call 2020 they have issues because here can say President Mama and a voter you know I catch a votarians say omo insecure omo vote mo ma MPP for nada moda MPP for so na 4 months election mo cutting sword akese sword mo akese nya say mo commission you are cutting sword now come for say and nada there mo wo mu PhD mat na ho 4 years man cutting sword afia mo be kono na mo cutting sword nti ye beba honorable yama brief introduction honorable Ahmed Ibrahim from registration to Sabre so far it is saying
yo menu about say uhwe registration na and pre-registration during registration and the aftermath of the registration say before the registration say uhwe it came as a surprise in the passage of the 2020 budget and ECD by say he will make a new register. Meanwhile, ya procure fund as a special budget committee in Parliament for 2019-2018 say we were going to do upgrading of the old register.
Oh, okay.
Nti hula balloon kuma around that time. Now say we share estimates of 2019 estimated voter registration turnout at ECD by it was around 16.5 million people. into 2019 now we were thinking say even say a very upgrading it will be around 16.9. That was his records or the Maya Parliament.
Okay, easy no.
But about 2020 budget that was around 21st November 2019. A honor can say from available records and other information in a year of there will be a new register. Into me ye money ye be mana ye cabo the and our sending the budget by a close to a 2 billion budget. Our budget or the buyer say ushe the na buying see or no benya half of it. And they can say if government cannot give you all your budget, then how are you going to procure and do your new register? But by and large, getting to the latter part of that month, or by out to say, even the 16.5 million Ghanaians are now also registered. If he were to make the new register, normal now open, it will not be up to 16.5 now, or estimated between 15 and 16 million. But now NDC for say there can be no new register below 17 million. You are going to incur register about 17 million Ghanaians. We did a lot of demonstrations and all those kind of things. By a demonstration in a coba say register no new one no obey. As a political parties, there is nothing you could do. All you needed to do was to make sure say you allow the structures and the systems to operate. Inti ye ko mwa ye kwa ye new register no ye ba be ye na osamba say sikana esa bandi manono ni nsanya ka jise osanya additional funding, and this raised a lot of tension. As a wuni sika abansi wuni sika ye catch say wuni sika, so why do you want to incur cost sika anyhow?
Okay.
And as that
was because no more new register.
Yes, he came out to say if nye Afia as a leader of the house and I being a responsible national institution. There were some she confided in us in confidence what transpired between Ononi Finance Ministry and all those kind of things. So now and yet deliberate finance minister and fast cano I didn't be ho. And I also expect to say because I want to do this, let me do it. Into your core na no if ya baby na ye wono by and large a na ya sign about bejana. And when it is time for us to do the analysis of the figures or buy and you agree, totally agree with me. In the UK, I say about $150 million, about 1.60 billion Ghana cedis. Now all case 1.60 billion Ukraine so this was 271 million account. So that it will be around 1.4 billion, 1.3 to 1.4 billion. And sana watimia 2020 elections. Nti akwaye we as a special budget committee, what we are expecting is Sikano no si say yamfa 271 million amount ama wanfa nka 1.60 billion no ho a untimi nje 2020 elections no. But finance minister catch say 1.69 obenya amount. But would be akwa registration no. So why registration na wi 271 million Ghana cedis na or expecting no aban no finance minister betimi e dey account no na. So we need to know the actual cost of this new voters register. Intima say iman $150 million. See, we as a parliament or as a special budget committee cannot go by it because that was the budget. $150 million no was to be used for the new voters register. He's no by outside canon, so he needed additional 271. In the 271, no, as to say finance minister demand and now one farmer no. Afia yaye we and all those fundings will come out. But
do you think that whatever money idea ma is here, Juma why yes, say president say only who say why here Juma only president here. Is it value for money?
If to be honest with you, say EC ni a new EC, but it will be difficult for me to critique the EC for now because me observations I mean who you know the problems were not per se coming from the EC. They were coming from the executive. And many will say the actual estimates nana make say we were onuka say over 15 million, 16 million. There are still Ghanaians who were not able to register because of one or two things. And it wasn't the making of the EC. It was the making of the military, the making of the security services. They prevented some Ghanaians from registration.
The government is to blame. Abino,
so
MPP,
if there's, exactly. Okay. So if there's a blamer, it's government that has to be blamed. Because you know, these are the assuming there were not these military terrorism, military presence, intimidation, and beatings, and all those kind of things. I think per the 38 days now is allocating, every Ghanaian would have been able to register.
Okay.
So as I'm talking to you, there are some Ghanaians.
I've been registered.
And I can give you a case in point. Who call me conscience? There was one polling station where the people, when they went there, or the lights na soja akoyi na free so na or be video mu na soja abeji phone no afri nipa nsem, and it was a remote area network anyhow, and those kind of things happen. Ade chi SEO is mum sa dia mum fa car na mumra omu akofru car omu banso na soja force asan akosan omu, and these people, they are about 102. They are still in that village. They are not necessarily they were not able to register. Me no ntia wie afena me send the beya yisi no be hu say some of the things didn't go well, but yisi no e na obe blame no, because he created the opportunity. Nkrofo no ba e na soja focus an omo e na ba bia no omo wo no so omo ko deal line no so e na soja fo no kan say e hawa e pese e pontem into by 12 o'clock wa mo ni pa foforo e be deal line no so biom. So if by 12
you have evidence to this
yisi no kasa what these are evidence are me say normal na ACC or banano is the media that will tell the rest of the story. And normal no be bracy, and I know say it may not be only man place. Into media, I can give you multiples of those. There are a lot of Ghanaians.
Okay.
But thank God the EC itself is investigating the matter.
Okay.
On one district officers no be throw official report abreno.
Okay.
Said the beya obet me address those. So there are a lot of Ghanaians who have still not been able to register. So assuming those people had the opportunity to register, and bet me anya nipa is this ECC or about around 17.6 million now. Say oye ni duplication in the sifoni nyina nipa omo undecided and other list quarantine list in the or can nyina bo is around 17.6 million. In this, assuming say all other people with more people we nyina nipa register ya would have been gotten around 18 to 19 million Ghanaians. But the EC printed according to information of the mind also printed from A and from C, no, or printed 20 million.
Okay.
So now we expect.
It's a gap.
Exactly. In the estimation, no, assuming say all things went well, but it is when I the first hammer or yet nationwide activity of such sort.
But I like the point you raised. At the end of the easy.
It wasn't. Honestly speaking, if you ask me blame, even though I may be coming from the opposition, say me blame is in India me who na. Is in the ono to ultimately be delayed so the ono be register. But nipa no delay so na so jai ko yi na firo, and that is what warranted a chief in the Bana constituency to come out to say enye soja fo adwuma say omo be ko no mo akoyi nipa efre, and the video went viral for everybody to see.
Okay.
A lot of things happen, but it will be wrong for me at this stage to be blaming the EC.
I like your independent mind, because from the party Nankasa perspective, no, this is not the language of NDC for blaming EC any abang. But it wouldn't our grounds. So I like your position. Honorable Ninate. From so far from registration to here any and at least results achieved, and I say not achieved.
If I may that say, my first akonya we na mechia Ablekuma Central for nyina. Na me fa akonya we so na menda me constituency executives, electoral area coordinators, polling station executives, MPP volunteers of Aboso kind. Any party for nyina ni ejumadin a in the just ended 38 days registration exercise in Ablekuma Central constituency. Meka say party for nyina titi no one or two who esi honom no aye ejumadin ama the constituency. Before say numere ye mo parent no a little bit weak akra because Honorable Ahmed is me boss. In fact, say be your operation or parliament meaning na yes operation no. Nti na be din say obetu. But e be do baby a. Say e do baby say me di nkra no because
ona kwa ona ni e.
Nki sama we gbe ifi o. If wa make say electoral commission, to be honest with you, Oma surprise me pa. Oma surprise me in a sense say before the registration exercise way, near NDC for a plan ye, nyama omuye, the sort of intimidation, the sort of threats, any sembe omuki kanye in this country, the sort of demonstration, and they have civil society be you say about 100 and something to 200 and something, almost voters register who here, and all these things. And then in the midst of COVID-19, na ushe a juma yisi a year ya. I must be honest with you. I gave them 95%.
Okay.
There's no doubt about it. One thing so now me it was a challenge to me. Now me foresee say it could have created a problem for us. Only say machines no more use no na new machines.
Easy
machines no. Be no more use no.
Oh, the one this for say a year.
Oh, send the omuna definitely no, you get the NDC saying a different thing. But for yeno minimi say a new machines. So I was expecting that there will be challenges in respect of the registration exercise because in the various centers. Say machine are breaking down. Because I had opportunity to be part of your friend is pilot projects no it was Sapema maybe I hoshi and then I'm saying the very day of me I'm part of the Greater Accra Regional Election Committee of the party. So myself, my regional research election officer, and my regional secretary, EBSF 5 to represent the party. In fact, when you got there were some challenges. Mekai said the next day I had a serious banter or one of Mumu stations said Nyamuha a peace with the NDC regional secretary currently Greater Accra on the issue of number of ministers you're spending here for one person.
Okay.
So
now, at the pilot.
At the pilot. So I was anticipating say we are going to have some challenges during the registration, but I can say for a fact say in my constituency I've been able to go to all the 221 polling stations. I can honestly say we couldn't have those kind of challenges. Baby, me can say there were some your friend is saying it was 100% machine be and freezy and now machine say I want to say that there was petty challenges, but I believe says those petty challenges no anye bibia a bet to me then I say registration exercise no. If we in 2019 the total registered voters in Ablekuma Central constituency is 135,085. 135,085 per the statistics of Electoral Commission. As at 2019, Ablekuma Central constituency was the 5th largest constituency in terms of registered voters.
In Greater Accra region.
In the whole country. Yes.
Wow.
5th constituency.
More than even Bantama.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
137,085. Ufi Ketu another Badomi kwa Abidjan. Then you go to Kloa. Then you go to your friend is saying Ashiama. Then you come to Ablekuma Central.
Okay.
As of 2019, just ended registration exercise here. The total registered voters here registered were Ablekuma Central. 125,536. Meaning that 11,549 had the opportunity to register. Men can say on my opportunity to register because there are some factors. And I can give you electoral area by electoral area in my constituency. They have reasons. Ubesha baby woha the polling station electoral area no increase here. But ebi woha electoral area na then your friend is reduce here.
Let me polling station na
electoral area. Let me give you one example.
Okay.
Uko Abosokan as at 20 Abosokan electoral area. In 2019, the total registered voters in Abosokan was 23,000 plus. The biggest electoral area in my constituency, Mambrook electoral area, have 27,000 plus, almost 28,000. Currently, Abosokan has increased from 23,000 to almost 26,000, and Mambrook that have almost 28,000 has reduced to what 22,000. The question that you asked Ube Bisa who said,
why is that?
Exactly.
Abosokan
increase because and I can the reason why Abosokan increase is say most of the call for what Abosokan our mutumi to kwan say your comprise your copy piase your kuma omanko so that no man no then stay here.
Is that not
so
the
what
case no?
No. I'm saying say obi wo ha majority of them usually go and register in their hometown.
Okay.
Now because of the COVID-19 no oman to be and so they registered here.
Okay.
Mambruka minu ka said enye a business community like Abosokan but the normal reduce here. That is why we can say in some cases I will say that mean the register is bloated in that area. Uba baby to say maybe Ajembu electoral area and I say Matayeko electoral area. These two electoral area. That is where we have Central University.
Okay.
Central University wouldn't say third, second, and first year for any also say. Even the continuous students are not even there.
Yeah.
That place also reduced because the students are not there.
Okay.
So in some
students need to about here.
I'm to about her because that's where the school
this
is.
This time I'm to about.
I'm to about because omu ni ho. Obimu kon nuncho. Omu so final years no so because of ways omu ni ho so couldn't also register. So you can see that there are some electoral areas there are factors as to why the number in those polling stations reduce here. But there are some electoral areas and your friend is saying a 24 any school for a register there's in fact I have only one senior high school in my constituency that is government secondary technical but I have other private schools but in these electoral areas a bar form no those factors I affect you. So the question is sa 11,000 no and now 8,000 bi na a good electoral area bi no efri hin ebe ka ho. That is where you have the basin of the people to the various constituencies. And that is what that and no and I keep on telling people say look, if I go and bash people to come and register in my constituency on the day of the election, would I have the time and then the energy and the resources to go and bash the people to come and vote on the day of the election? And yet possible. So for me, I think say see so far no so good. They have done what he has expected to do. In fact, one thing I almost see a man many G.
Ahmed Ibrahim blame say aban wo party for no. Mo na mo cause confusion not easy. Nti ono ya adwen on the easy they say easy they so far so good. But mo no adwen mo na mo bogu mo. Mo so na mo cause confusion. Mo na mo de soldier for no ba ho. As if basically some people are not captured.
Ewa, my constituency. Metuma elect police stations are. Nipa etu about sa police station ho. There are more than 500. By now many can say nipa etu about ho 51. Ebi me 94. Meaning because by the time you started say yeah ready the first and second phase people rush to the other side.
Okay.
4th, 5th and 6th phase no. Who cause centers now? Now you see for say we cannot move that. Even the agenda they were sleeping because people were not even coming. If we have a polling station that have about 500, 600 people ready voting in that polling station, now and then 6 days to be register, your friend is saying 51 people, divide 51 by 6. So that means every day we are not finding register. Every day about 10 people. What I say. So you cannot blame, I don't know where Honorable Ahmed is blaming government on this. Government releasing money to YC at me here. YC one to baby
intimidation ne ade.
One to baby say YC was shorty from A. One to baby say YC was shorty laminating we bia. One to YC was shorty ink bia. So the resources that government need to provide to YC, government did his part, and there's no problem with YC. Okay. When it comes to Nyoka say a buying and an
soldier for no.
In this registration, no, every member of parliament, every parliamentary candidate, and me say there's a fight in front of me on the 7th of December. So vigilance is very important. Let me give you one example. In my constituency, they were busing people from Ododo to my constituency because I share boundary with 6 constituencies in a friend is saying, Greater Accra. 6. I share boundary with Ododo. I share boundary with Ablekuma West, Ablekuma North, Ablekuma South, Kole Klote, any your friend is saying Okankwe South.
I see.
So the person can just obet me call say kanesi no obet do me no akọ register. Me share boundary na no baby I share your friend is saying fumigations at the end.
Yeah.
Because my cousin, me cousin, you could share because they be Papa no asem wa. Into me change the I could share. We share boundary with Ododio. We share boundary with Ododio. Obi bet me free Kokoma market and come to Yan or Central Mosque to come and register. Meanwhile, that's not your constituency. And that's where the problem no by. And everybody is so anxious. Say, let me make sure I register the people and make sure say about the fact of the matter is that when you are able to bring the people to come and register in your constituency, I can honestly tell you say, if Ukofani part 20 ever register constituency from a different constituency, I can tell you for a fact you won't get about 60 or 70% of them coming back to come and vote for you. Because on the day of the election, your focus and your attention is at the polling station to ensure say BBI then we be focus me ko basin ko for fi baby na on your mobile. So the basin here. For me, I think say the political parties we had the institutions no any equity problems no. Because me feel say in my stronghold what ko basin ko for Ediaba, Uko Kaneshi police station. It is there. I went to lodge a complaint. Me see, they are, you see, some of them they are not smart. How can you go and bus people from Kokoma Market and come and drop them in front of the police station with our Yomo bus? And you think that me, Ganyofomobi, no matter no come about register, a ban no. So I will resist. But the quote upon I told my poster, look, sacking them I don't think say proper.
Okay.
Pick a challenge form. Let them come and face the panel. And the panel, we have police officers.
Be able to identify
exactly.
The people.
And then when you pick a challenge for now, could do her. And the bet say, and pass it to constituency one man as unto constituency.
What do you allow parties?
If I were a start here, no, let me say that understand any here. But I draw the attention of the child who is the regional secretary, the NDC constituency chairman. And we also say, okay, fine. If that be the case, no, let's allow. If you have an issue, pick a challenge form.
Okay.
So me go to a point. I told my agents, master, there's no need for you to sack anybody because when you sack it, you have 52 centers.
Another place.
Exactly. So let him go through and pick a challenge form. Say your partner and then that's our qualifier. Hallelujah. Unqualified so. Hallelujah. But when you prevent it, that's where your friend is interquane then etumie then AC because at the moment ube picky ube pamonipe. The NDC candidate or the NDC agents will not understand. The MPP agents too will not understand.
Okay.
Mimi no. I can tell you, if there's any confusion be a buyer, is as a result of people preventing
people from
agents from picking a challenge form.
Oh, okay.
I must be honest with you.
Prevented agents from picking
a challenge form.
Unlike Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim or more NDC for now picked so many challenge forms. To challenge
exactly.
Other people. Okay.
But because they will pick challenge from said MPP ni ko pick challenge for Asemaba. Or pick challenge for Asemaba. And I go to a point I even ask the NDC chairman, Master, if you think that the person is coming from there, allow them to pick the challenge form and let them go through the process. But the moment the parliament pick challenge form, now be resist there. It draw the person mindset, meaning that indeed the person that he or challenging Sani Pakun does not really live in the constituency.
Okay.
But if you think so, don't allow him. Okay. So for me, make us say yes there. For 95%, I'll give them.
Okay.
Yen political parties, no. Yen Juma answer any because honestly, if for some of the things that I heard from some of the constituents are needless. To be honest with you, mean to Sebi. Nyama bi asisi was some of the constituencies I metiti no nyansa ba ko anim ehu ni faso because na me catch obi say look me amadamfo me colleague Ali Mega constituency ni branch na ekun no ye mop up no waja ni busuafo ewo ho waja ne yere ene ne mba ewo ho eye needless. Can't we, as a political party, can't you reason for once? Niaka say, nye hemfam faso hemfam breye. Na me catch bi mu say, a friend of mine, ni sister, UK by. I contested in 2012 and I lost. Ni sister UK by ebe ye wedding. E confirm mo airport. 2013. Na me MPP flag e da so me come.
Even though we lose no.
na me fa that's it into time me can na madam for say oh honorable we enquire and this stand say no you honorable I'm so aden that's why lose the only honorable but in this country everybody is honorable. Don't say why do you still have your flag in your car? I'm say but it's Mike. I say no, where I'm coming from after election nothing else, nothing more. What we are thinking is about UK and the development of the country. But here in Ghana, at the 12 on the 7th of December, you declare whoever is the winner. The political party in which Onuankasa won and the opposition party start the campaign. Either to unseat him, the member of parliament, or to contest as presidential candidates. And then the other parties also followed. That is our problem in this country.
And that is a very serious issue.
Yes.
That you better from within your party. Any other parties don't matter.
I'm telling you, even your party, Uankasa party, no woman we're winning as a member of parliament. Somebody is lacing his shoes or her shoes to come on and seat you. The other party, the opposition party, no so young fans NDC for so no so the ashas here. So who say we always think about election. We not think about the development of the country.
Okay, so it's not so much about performance. Looking at some conform prime minister lose you know. But it's about say who winning ya no be person too. So it may not be like we lose one there, but maybe we lose because it should be.
If to be honest with you, the 42 members of parliament from our side that lost, I can tell you, to be honest, their performance on the floor of parliament, their performance in their various constituency, honestly, no, it's so any. But because when you have A, B, C, D, B, our constituency, but if you say for the past 3-4 years, this person has been with you in a constituency. Financing and doing everything in the constituency, but in Kofu highway fee, and somebody comes and gives 1 CD, and I cannot give 1 CD, and then you'll be voted out. It's about the constituency and not about your friend is saying. It's about development and not about what you want, and that is what we have to think as a party. And in fact, the majority leader has said this thing. Look, it is time 2 political parties to sit down and think. And see, say, how do we go about this? Because look, there are certain people in NDC, they are not coming back. When you look at these people,
quality.
I'm telling you, even on our side, people who have lost, if you see some of them who have lost, and Usha, to be honest with you, Ube say, but even NDC for, I can honestly tell you, about 99% of them, say the chairman of the finance committee of parliament even lost. I'm telling you. But it is politics.
It's politics.
Delegates don't understand certain things, and therefore because of the
argument has been made by some political scientists. Yes, contested to represent a constituency and your parliament. And you can speak all the beautiful language in parliament. Whatever. They have every right to vote against you.
But as I said, yes, I agree with that. Say a constituency for na asuma parliament, and you have core duties. One, to serve your constituents and also serve Mother Ghana. So in your constituency, you also need to perform. Okay. But I can tell you, there are people who have performed better in their various constituencies, but they still lost.
Okay.
They still lost.
Okay. Honorable Yanko 2020 no so proper. Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, you say you can you constituency elections once a year 2020. So far, having had the problems you are having with your register, do you think say better media a battle and do a credible elections? Ama Egyaso to mama yansan ko 2012 the any election petition be one because who argue say still uncle for everyone they have not been captured.
Yeah, if you say democracy no, there can be no perfect democracy.
Okay.
Nti baby a yedru no, onse dey na make an aban no and there was a revising in notes. Onse near mimi constituency per se. Amania omobo and say the isi ayawaso no and a can December 7th ebisi wo.
Oh constituency.
Man constituency. And it is not only man constituency. And untina make say
that's serious.
Yeah, true. Very serious. On say
and you want to show almost on bi.
Afia on say see ya tro din na wi ba yen wie ana ne mi kan nyina on say ya tro din na wi no na eno nkyere say me betinda I need to take afina me ba be tro the necessary petitions to the necessary places because the course ni nyina say nya media and especially my main fa kwanya so fa credit in my UTV and a despite group of communities UTV ni TV3 omo media no ebuku after the killing of the boy omo fa bana constituency ni say a project in baby a soldier for no be ko bia ni vigilante for no bia no mu di omachi enu na ema military brutalities no eba for
okay
and even with that na ma the anti-Americans as I say vigilantes no omunsuro a soldier for no because of what they are being told and in the before the presence of the media no na vigilante for no ni a soldier for no na share one guest house.
Oh no, this is a serious allegation.
And no, that is why.
Okay, how do you even conclude it?
Mini who can say, Omudi vigilante for no the hotel guest house no ka.
But how do you know some are vigilantes?
If you are, let me tell you the truth. Say who call security services no man. Don't conclude say mini Ebenezer TI. Ube kama sembi chre Ebenezer thinking say oye MPP ni ninti on kanchre me. It's not everything you tell him. And that's everything you tell me about him. And now beka na matimi atrao. We are after all we are all Ghanaians. And we all are fighting for the survival of the nation Ghana. In somewhere we have to go and report and question the military before the vigilantes left the hotel.
And how do you conclude that
they went? They went there in the name of national security.
Okay.
They were two.
Okay.
Into omuko eno ehona bana issues no shase. Into omuko na operations no course no. Ena mimpre emanintro me pna manatro. Mimpre manintro me pna manatro. Ena unse bana issue no started with the burning of the settlements communities for the Votarians.
Yes.
Na yenyendu registration no. Almost they will make sure they frustrate them so that I do registration no more too. Ena yema media ni voter caucus score in our numbers. So it's like it sort of brought the whole attention, national attention there. Inti na ma Votarians na say oh da ye betro because yene moneti we've been voting. Inti starting no mu the national security form you no call guess also. In the police for no confront to say ese soldier for no kwa no mu di omani soldier for no kwa no mu di omani ana police for no ko bisa o say na mumu free ana omu yomu card say they were national security and they were two
and omu card no show so omu national security
they were two in the two no before you realize no the number started increasing astronomically and now ama the hands of the police were very tight no credit so they had to bring even SWAT from Accra here.
So it turns out no national security for
the only two only two were national security. The rest were not national security.
How do no munye bi anom ya kron for the other na
Afia unse near me Kenya now say me say ya tro di na wi na yenwie we had to petition the peace council asem no e was say ye peace council bam na boy no we no peace council ankasa ko na Afia unse the Christian council went to the district interviewed the two parties. The omuhu ye no, it's not everything they could tell me. They told me, honorable, for your life, we will tell you, say, no mana air kono, you need to let the presence of the media be here. Nanka, na Ghana mind na hu the air course wabana. Na muja sa say first person wu, nipa bibria prapra. Na ndiye ye titini ndiye ye hu. Unsa baby omukumbu na so for miensa na be piesu. And these are the vigilantes they've been seeing. Omu the air course. I don't
know, no, but I want to be careful about the use of word they say friends of vigilantes. No? Because once we have not concluded, no,
there were only two. Now omoye known national security. Bakon your friend Gaddafi. Ono so free room hono. Omo recruit no 2017.
One recruiting no.
Nana Dubai no mo recruit no.
Honorable. Honorable buy no recruit.
Recruit of free community ho.
But see, that's why I know I may say you're careful using some words.
Like exactly. But he came to my office and told me, say, oh, honorable. Yes, honorable. On the me no.
Honorable.
If you take this, no, but take this serious. Me see, Gaddafi no buy me office. Say, oh, I buy no buy no wa fan national security. It is so here more national security. But not me, my fan say be a spy. But I took it so of this street war. And no tina.
That's all no we are national security for that. So what's the big deal about?
If you this but the killing the wounding in my house no. This Gaddafi wa ba me office wa Accra parliament. On a lead oni me parliamentary candidate MPP. Omu no mu lead the hurting and the attack in my house.
This is an allegation that borders on criminality.
It is in the police report.
To me more everybody.
Me say it is in the police report.
It can be an allegation. It has to be proven. It has to be proven.
Me Afia eno na make a say na make say yent mean allow the issues e wo bana.
And me mo body because mo body the person is not here to say
so eno ntina make us one of those things no. Say make say katasu muamuaso a baby amedri. It should not only be about power. It should be about the security of the state as a country.
Yeah, but unfortunately, this is also not the right place.
Obi ba mifie eba atake nipa na nipa no ewo police report nipa no so ye hu enye secret. These are things you cannot hide.
Okay.
Inti baby a ye koduru ye no na ewo say media for no ba ufa o TV o video say o twa omu ye twi nipa free line no the phone twa na so for no abo phone no even BATV reporter ni camera na odi video omu say camera no. And this is official report from the Bono Regional Journalists Association.
Okay.
Some of the issues are econo. If you are doing what is right, na media person bao, na ocha. Why do you think you have to prevent them from doing what they were doing?
Okay.
Then we come.
My main question is I know what about say. What can say? Surprise here, bima. Ebumudian komono. Can we have a credible elections?
I don't think I say credible ushe population no. Nipa ye nya omo no eno so. Eno na meka me kofa we ba say vigilantism, any militarism. Mamoti say ne nya wo ayawaso no. Na 16.9 million ya ayathroi. Electoral commission ye na djuma no wie no the 800 na all kanu e de kan na okonya ne 17.6 million na afia ye nyina gitum say 17.6 million Ghanaians e na ya register omu na medi omu e elections no omu a ya disenfranchise omu no wanya kwan antro na ba, but you cannot get 100% registration in this country and we say yes ye gitum sa. And that's why democracy is by majoritarian rule. So once majority of Ghanaians, around 17.8, actually, se dana ye kwa elections no, se aban no enhu yisi no mobo. Na se on pese onu so gidimboni. Na ye jai efia 17.6 no wa fa okada ko do lie so. Ma soja ni enkochi obi, e ma obi anso emfa obi enkochi obi a, there can be a credible elections.
Okay.
But if on that day, and if we don't do something about Minua Ali Migadia, Ebenaz Eken, Ninaya in the same Bunu region, and now say in totality, disturbances Nina no make me say Fakesiana Bunu region, and a course. And this
why there causes our problem no Bunu region?
If you are
more NDC MPs now,
if you are to be honest with
politicians.
And that is why I say the independent many wukasande jimpa for the European community more. And they are there doing the investigations. And they called me today. Say almost communities be here and communities be here. And to one kasa free say votarians follow waters. Into ye bridge ye di bui down no buy no. Ama I before na ne wo ye jini nyina no omo move up north.
Okay.
Akwa kan mu nua no mu a no mu 100 no. and from 2008 we almost started 2007 in the from 2008
they've
been there they voted.
So what is the issue there?
2000 no mistake and osi mama bo me opponent here even 2016 they voted. The difference between Akufo-Addo and John Mahama in 2016, even though these votarians voted, was 97.
97
the difference, yes, was 97. So you cannot say because they are votarians.
It's close.
Yes, because they are votarians, they vote for one particular party. It will be wrong to have that erroneous impression. However, me man
now you say no cross on my case here bad say because 1917 e be a wo asete show say obelu
Afia ehona me by me the difference between me and my opponent was 539.
Okay, now presidential so, year 50 97
97.
Okay,
so it tells you say most of them like Nana Akufo-Addo, but they didn't like
the MP.
Okay, and this they were the party themselves, they know it. And Afia from the past 2008, the Bia made skirt and blouse. I beat Nanadu 2016, 2008. Me beat Professor Mills. Beat Nanadu 2012. Me beat John Mama. Beat Nanadu 2016. Me beat John Mama. Beat Nanadu. I've been beating them every. Me na me divorce no then. But it's because they say ya nipa no chro so woman chro. Inti onya akwanya chro we do think he will vote for you. And I don't think say omu nyina na ye sabi egbifo bebre su fradan. Unse adanfo no ye. Adanfo no bi so eye.
Yeah, but honorable aden na bono raging. We enko 2020 issues because I'm worried about
bono raging. Unse to be honest with you, usi maye mbobodi. E ba sa no ye ko research meeting. Unse parliament na ye chiche constituencies. Bana constituency bana district no. Legislative instrument 2092 and a criteria. Inti obia o live within the geographical boundaries of this LI 2092 must be allowed to register. In the Sauba no kase because Michelle Ebenezer ni
Oman kasa me the way information ye nya was that way yankofo omochi omo mukuta ye ne aboatinja kra kasa wa o say omukuta Togolese ID card
bana
but yes
there be if ya the
only explanation of Ayaboatinja omo ye ebi mu ye dual citizens if ya
of Ayaboatinja wan ma ho
also omo ye dual citizens
there be of Ayaboatinja wan ma ho and let me count say me this say woman me
what is so kasa asem so
dual citizens na se me ba kra me ba say baby a na me won e na me nua no kan I held the bull by the horn say I took it as a project and I got now say then let me face it. Near Ofaya, before the communities are there are 32 communities and they are fishing communities and they've been voting. And no, the northern part of the Bono region. And Ali Megahono the southern part of the Bono region. Into here, me were extreme end here and on what the extreme end over there. And Nipana or Kananya Togolese, we have Ivorians who were brought in by my opponent to register. And
that's why Ivorians na there no. That's why Ivorians na 66 no.
Yes, me and me call report to Numa police commander say.
Almost so no call report because you are bringing them.
I'm waiting for the you see that's why I'm saying say it was a Christian can me elder and I can't be agreeing on phone denigrating myself so everything I do there is an evidence. Me report to the immigration commander. Me report to man was one about him say immigration for we are not armed. And I'm report my police and I'm report my the police commander. And I do good the district police diary. You understand? It's official.
Okay.
Into a basa no. And I beyond that and I miss my copamu. We sacked them into they were going. And Omuka said regional police commander together with Abronye and co were coming there. Into a basa no they came back. And the police station na Kabruno no. If ya police military major no, any regional police commander, any BNI, any immigration commander, any district police commander na ankasa omuko dru car no na driver na sigwane. And police no by honorable we got there and the driver ran away. And but you saw the car It's an Ivorian registered car number. So you have to tow it to the police station. Also, Honorable, there is no law saying that Ivorian registered car cannot come to Ghana. So unless you see the document, so if the driver were to bring mercenaries or other things, do you think that you would have acted on it?
Okay.
You are going, the man has run away.
Okay.
So meaning there's some ill motive.
Okay.
Tow it. A honor me threatening is Commander, if that is what you're saying, meaning me boys, yeah, Baho, even though it is an MPP stronghold, we are coming there to tow the car to the police station. Oh, Honorable, we know how peaceful you are. If you attempt to do that, there will be bloodshed, and you know, support us to maintain peace. I'm Simate, but you must act on it.
Car ne de nyamo na mo de bae.
No,
mo ko to car ne ba station.
Yeah, car no man tinya to car no. That's what. Into omu ja car no ho. And man worries. Regional commander no ba ho. Abronya ankasa ba ho be granting interview, and they supervise these people to register. Also, you can only challenge. And if we challenge them.
Okay.
Ye challenge we and man worry was nipa na ye challenge you no. Afi de omu da ho. Ahomachi a yakoda no na car no to eko. Eno mu frɛ me na me frɛ sampa. On say me share band with sampa. Ena me frɛ sampa chairman say police for no ye me kana na bi. Na nipa no ndra 6 na ya close registration no. Omu register die. Nti ade chi omu kɔ. Nti mu cross omu with the numbers so that if the immigration don't,
I would say we instigation of violence. So,
if I didn't do that, who said before then no omudi, Ambrose Derry Krum 45, Eba Banaho, Echi Prince de Brachi Yomu, Edi Omu Kogu sell 5 girls, and no interview more French. Oh, Ahmed Ibrahim, Eddie Burkina Base be Ababe register Ohana Yachin Burkina Base ni Ubianwe. Nipa na o video no amfa na ni mo. They were not even Burkina Base. Luckily for the girls need them 5 days. So me find nipa nko e. Omu fie wura no nso MPP ni. Na girls nso Efri Ambrose Derry Interior Minister constituency. So luckily na police na oil station officer on nso free the same town. Now say srimfo no mu ni mo kasa. Nti ohwe to no ano oni omu kasa no frɛ omu krom yese omu free pofia. Do you know how they solve this? Umbe yi omu di omu ko dumasi omu dru dumasi anu mu ja omu.
Okay. Into this second one issues are under investigation.
So this second one now I needed violence now can na me solve. I needed to get concrete evidence.
Well, okay.
Into some perform ba ya omu nyina ko dobo no na Burkina
evidence so I say wunya evidence we are you better test it.
Into me
evidence is admissible or not.
Efia I wish your correspondent and cause Sunyani circuit court.
Court to try case no answer.
Efia judge asem okay. Me can politics can lawyer asem can police asem.
Politics asem na make
you were 4 months. Do you think say
judges on radio?
By me no be call. Be ready say we
cannot be judges. We are not the law.
We may not be judges, but we be judges in public opinion.
No, wait, no. And also they are wrong, no.
Nipa
wrong.
Na opposition the only
judges in public opinion. Any papa no musu me man kojo upon kromaso judges in his opinion. What you say?
If you kojo upon kroma issue no, I'm too gentle to go there. Into enfaming ko.
I'm showing you the danger of public opinion.
I don't make a trust. Wa nkasa.
Me see en twaso. Because I'm showing the danger of public opinion. Public opinion may not be always the right thing.
But at least it is.
Let the law.
It is better than.
There be public opinion yet.
If na politics in opinion pulls na mo ya na dia na mo dia.
That's opinion. That is why it is always wrong.
But who told you that opinion polls are always wrong?
Oh.
Then there can be no democracy. Democracy. There is no empirical evidence in this. Democracy is done by public opinion and opinion polls. They say your opinion polls na musi yembe debate wa.
I'm going to opinion.
Opinion polls na yembe no. If you say opinion polls are always wrong.
And on time as you, mona mo tegana about to be amusi ewiem. Na say opinion polls in correct. You to about 2004 Roger Metunu no say MPP for ewiem. Okay.
Omuko court.
Okay. What's ya? 2004. He wrote that 2004 was stolen. He said it was stolen. The public opinion was that President Kufuor winning. Yeah. But NDC said it was stolen. 2012 elections, NDC they won. MPP said it was stolen. They went to court. Public opinion. Intimacy. When there's public opinion is wrong, law no settle be there. Yeah, we investigation. Because a matter of investigation. Why we are near Kokani Bebra. ya kobo obidi na akwaya asem na defamation bebam ti o de also ye elder me pese elder
defamation dey enter me foul
you be sign
all the me facts are me mau
there be honorable me so I wasn't there into me pese near me be I be fa yanko 2020 issue they say president Mahama and Volta region president Kufuor cut sword honorable more ground because argument has been made say more ground and ka 4 months election mu hear some cut sword say am papa say mo deliver 1D 1F and I'm de buy 2016 because free SHS squad na your campaign message in 2012 until 1D 1F one village one dam someone deliver pa 4 months election is no time for sword cutting and a sword cutting no can construction is that a sign of desperation?
Before I made that say you two about on the 7th of December every 4 years biana. You swear the president in on the 7th of January the following month.
Yeah, the following month. Yeah, the
yes.
following year. Yeah.
Then, or the mandate to rule for 4 good years. Mm-hmm. It ends on the 7th of January 2021. Mm-hmm. So the now the term of office ebe ended on the 7th of January 2021. That's the first term.
On the 6th, midnight 6th.
Yes, midnight 7th.
Midnight.
No, midnight is
the next day, no.
Because we were swear, by the time I swear in our parliament on the 7th of January 2017, it was around 12 something. Yeah, Anapa.
Okay.
Anapa.
But at that time, the new government is in charge. Technically. The tenure ends at midnight. That's what if you look at
the tenure ends on midnight. But you said there is transition. What I say. But I'm saying say so. But you know say even on the 6th of January 2021, now you can still take a decision.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So he can even cut a sword on the 6th
of January. Yes.
On the 6th of January 2021, he can still even commission. He can still even cut a sword for a project to go on because he's still the president until say hand over the next day. I know whoever will be later, which I know, said that he's going to hand over to himself.
I know the Enjama law students. No, there's a constitutional gap there within the hours. No, after midnight, no, and the morning of the swearing in, no, there's a gap there. The constitution didn't envisage that. Into Enjama, Mona judges and Fario.
Mate,
point.
We still have the mandate to rule. If this week, I can tell you, even in my constituency, even today. There's Makokati sword for a 3 kilometer of drains to be done and 1 electoral area. Whoa. Yes. Yeah, but we constituency. Because only say every year biano there's a budget allocation. Menuka say if there's no budget to buy a water for tomorrow, how can you go and buy water? Me use $1 million per constituency. Okay. And I made a year. They allocate exactly. The allocation of 2019 has been approved. Yeah, approve no. This is the timer. The contractor no anyani wako bidi. Why winning the contracts no? Why BBR for him or her to come to the site to come and start work? Does it stop me from say I got 3 months in Timami Koye Juma? No, it has not stopped me. So it has not stopped the president. President Ebeka Sebesi. Is it 84 or 86 district hospitals?
Yeah.
And then Uncle Fokai. Then Omangosa says, was it in the budget?
No.
The question that people were even asking. So if the thing is not in the budget, budget allocation for it, you cannot go and say you are going to do A, B, C, and D until say no. If you see, say oh yeah, there you need to plan. You cannot just get up say. Say, for example, government cannot give government and to me employment and as a Ministry of Education, Munya employment, Ministry of Health, Munya employment without financial clearance. Government should be able to say, I have the money to employ this number of doctors and I can pay them. Ubekaya in 2015-2016. Just about 96 doctors, or 92 doctors, went to the Ministry of Health to demonstrate. And in fact, some of them are even pregnant women. Say, because government at that time had no money to pay them when he employed them. Exactly.
The whole of 4 years, Namuni budget.
And I make us say, there's we have budget. If every year, unim say mesem year A, B, C, and D. 2018 mesem year way. 2019 mesem year now why you wash say ehun sika den e dey ato. It is say onya ehun sika na, untumi nya hu adwuma. That is why many contractors were saying say they are not being paid. Because there are some projects that have been awarded to certain contractors that there were not even documentation, there was no budget allocation. And the more Mukwan said, they cannot be because there's no budget allocation for it.
Into budget allocation, if you hear the January February March, if
who shared this year, who shared this year, we have made a budget, a allocation. Ya be mid-year budget. Nyeme bi wo ho a, on say this year, you can say this year is a year of road. Because you can this year is a year of road, there has been a budget allocation for it. In fact, it was even approved. Ebi mo ho krap a, enye say e wo budget nimu, but ebi mo ha e loan a government go for it. I can make me aka say Accra inner city roads, which my constituency is going to benefit about 20 kilometers of asphalt, which by God's grace by next month year starting alone in the day kwaji. If you cannot mean to me and sorry. Say if we am about bombusia. So we need all the mami.
The budget was there.
The budget, the plan and everything was there. Then if I want to do year of road and I want to do 200 or 2,000 kilometers of roads, where do I get the money? Looking at my coffers in the country, the national purse, no, I don't have the money. Then let me go and look for money somewhere. And there's a process as which ubesa ufasu answer na usai then akasikano. Only say you cannot just get a loan, you cannot just go and raise bond just within a day. And answer because so they have documentation to it. If there are a lot of projects being done in this country, and yet I buy IGF na ye. Because I can honestly tell you cannot do a lot of projects in this country for us. Because the expenditure of government, now the income of government, every year it is just a minute. And to me, a lot of things. We have to fall on donors and we have to fall on other your friends to get it.
It's not the case.
If I say cancer will be a desperate, yes, will be a desperate in this 2020 election. Is no other person than John Dramani Mahama. I must be honest with you.
This election,
I'm telling you, say so be a desperate is John Mahama. Because if let me tell you something. Oshe John Mahama in summer or kika year 2015. 2016 na ene the same person come back and say oh nya me kan ye na ano no me ba me ye ni say I have yes so who is desperate when the person was campaigning say nya me madum na me mutu abama me a Ghana form bebum esa se be nya mu nyina my former ka be bi nkyerɛ me ba ye MP me imagine say education should be my priority in the constituency. And you can check from Ablekuma Central and ask every teacher and every student I work constituency or say since me be a MP me focus on education at the saying and they will tell you look me can say me to encourage especially in Kwala Asebi Omuko school by say normally no Eni na yeko saito means they go preparatory school. Me call preparatory school kakaba me we or saito. Only me say people underrate those of us yeko public school saito. And they rate those in the private school as the good students. To encourage in kola ano se na be ya omuso omeye omuhono me di we be betu Ablekuma and it is there up to today. Say uye abayiwa na unya agbe 6 to 10. Uko school metal provisions amount memo pocket money now that's BEC for no
okay
oye bema grade 6 to grade 9 I started since 2017 till this year do meye mambe bia 2017 ba oko
that's why free SHS you know
just to encourage them
so school
yes
okay.
the bani call Atamils basic school e was Salvation Park no so akwala nya St. Mary's Polygon. I gave them provision and everything. The next morning akwala no ni maame ni papa and ni sister na maame ni su kita akwala kitwa bi no ni omo bae odi ni bae o say na me so ma aden o so me ka eno a akwala na obeche o ma ade no na me so okay oba na nya o say St. Mary so na bo nya me nhyirawo sanka wa ma sa nyama yanka anka me ba school wa nyei St. Mary's
konko
me ba no onya me hwimane mfa nko school. In fact, it motivated me to continue till 2018 2019. Nyame pache ni say in 2014 15 16 when we were campaigning and we were talking about importance of education and another can say nyakopoye na duma say yeto abama na obe no free say there be obi asebi ni ma mini papa eni bi no won so be den won so betumi akọ omini. We have people in NDC who castigated against us, who said so many things against the free education.
No, the
options ebimu see options ni bi wo ho a this is 20 years ebimu see o fifi kwete or say a 419. In fact, they even organized people in the Volta region went on demonstration, say free education 419, and this is being supervised by Don Dramani Mahama. So if today the same Dramani Mahama Chemi say now he will not go and review it, but also be seven because after election they be say I'll review. Now he has changed it from reviewing to maintaining it. He says say
the honorable Ahmed Ibrahim
or say if it will even cost me to lose election, he swear by it. I'm building a point on that side.
Okay.
Or say ebe cost mu or twemkwana na so anymore. Our UCC e cast your money. Say when the if I say or address your mobile show money. Or say some when to me temia muntuntiame. I care less. Me mamu allowance and ne mamu ochna. And then the same Don Mahama is saying say me ba alawano mema na wo ho. Who is desperate? This is desperation.
This is
desperation.
At the time of cancer and they were under IMF austerity measures. They say you need IMF austerity measures. So
if a government I bet to me do work call IMF, na yen freezing employment, yen freezing allowances, yen freezing providing amenity to students in the various schools. Now obi abba managing the economy very well, making sure say be free IMF ayaba na or to me apeja sa nyama we a who kasa onu mo na desperate.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Wow, na who can say enye ye mo kasa. Look, and I'm surprised that all the people who castigated against us about free education today have kept quiet. I was expecting me unfortunately on the seat today 20 years on the unfortunate one but two Leokra. But Fifi Kwete is still around. He's still a member of parliament.
So you should come and apologize for castigating a year now.
My own brother and friend, Okuyato Abaka, he's still a member of parliament. Onusunamho. These are people. Me say, me name NDC nibi. Ebi Ahmed na was one can. But I can honestly tell you when they go on radio, their communicators, their ministers at that time, their deputies, they were all speaking against free education. Saying, say, they are now a 419. Now, these are the people who have turned back and saying, say, I'm going to restore nursing training allowance, I'm going to restore teachers training allowance, I'm going to do this. What happened before last year?
Okay.
Now, you say, even their running mates, the one who had a sympathy of John Mahama, because for my investigation, all the people now are approaching to become the running mates. They all deny, they say no. But
John Mahama running mates?
Yes.
Oman can say no.
Me say, Omwa.
Or approach you.
Say, your person, me person be me running mates. No, they all deny it. It is only Nana who has sympathy on him. I'm telling you the fact. You don't have the facts more than me. If for me catch you. Information.
They were fighting to even be.
Those who are fighting to become running mates. No, one say they are not count. You say I said they don't count, but he was just making noise. I'm talking about the prominent. I'm talking about the prominent people. Mahama Ankasa
wanted them.
And not those who are lobbying for it.
See, they all wanted the position.
None of them. I'm saying no. I'm those who want it.
President Mama Swevi or Munina.
Me say, I don't want it because I'm an ambissan on pet.
No, Akakra,
oh, that's why I obru 40.
Be Akra can years, Nakakra.
Now, obru 40. No, but because I said, me say, deep down in the heart of Don Mahama, he wants them to become running mates. I approach you,
rejected him.
Omunina rejected him.
Our evidence said they rejected him.
Oh, Miss Yenya politics.
Also, they are
not minimum confusion. That they were lobbying. I know about 2 people from Greater Accra who were lobbying. I know 3 people from East that they were lobbying. I know 4 people from Ashanti they were lobbying. I know all of them because then people go parliament. So there are some of them. Majority were even from parliament. They were lobbying to become running mates. But now, so okay. It's a central caucus. Me about time and him the babedi. So money na poor. Mami de mean fausa. No offense.
Into who know whom Mahama mobile.
Yes, sympathy. I'm telling you.
Our MPP, you can tell the sympathy in NDC.
Now the information I made over MPP. Can on person be cantia. But information over MPP, me come tell me say no information me over NDC on him. Okay. Even though or your chief whip. Okay. Deputy chief whip.
And na so your campaign am Mahama pa and no so nko ye. Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim 2020 they only have make say you look desperate, you are acting desperate, bibia desperate, but there you're comfortable leading cutting sauce no.
If ya menu ya eben wakabi na for the records na me campaign manager for as you don't get ya as running mate in all case as you don't get ya all case as you don't get ya now on count na ye kan ho pa
na e bronco course
na ye kan ho pa by certain factors that I'm working am my because to be honest with you the former first lady is from Bono region and the general secretary and all those factors and Bono northern region
a big relationship
exactly.
That is so
and the first lady coming from there on your campaign force in those are going running mate if it was so many factors but in terms of substance the parliament with me
so it's true say you were lobbying.
Honestly speaking, not as a whip, not me lobby ma si don't get ya running me.
Inti na mo pacho.
Ana Afia say
but that is sad though. If you aduma, honorable say don't get ya pa. Na just say the honorable honorable na take a true say. Ya swerve mo.
Let's be sincere on this matter. Ni pa no mo per running meeting no Afia. Obia so rana say no. I'm for network you no no. Men just smoke you. So for the woman to come out as a running mate, and to be honest with you. She's a woman of substance. As a woman in stage internationally and nationally, since our buyer, who say will be anya bribi the woman didn't qualify. So let's give the women of Ghana the benefit of the doubt for the first time. And I believe say
you choose to running mate or me a mother.
Afia
other parties they choose to be that PPP choose to be that PPP choose to be that.
Look at the woman. Look at Prof. Nana's track record, and look at how she has taken the work as a serious running mate hitting the ground.
Has she? She
has Afia can okre na wa.
Has she question?
Na unhui.
Me a question na mbuza o.
Na unhui.
Ahi na wako.
And me no wo ka say o free srem e babno. Me ne wo tie amanfo ahye kotu. E sha akra ha thinking say ye we ni nyina no wa ko wa uremu a every baby. Babno.
Na amanfo be na hye kotu. Se campaign na do ne President Mama Ghana nyoma to no the length and breadth.
Politics has changed. The mama no ye no going to the grassroots, meeting the people there, what dive beyond even the social media. As you say, she's personally going to
the Professor Mills. So Professor Mills, or room to room, or bed to bed, window to window. I don't know
whether it's some secret of the proso. Professor Mills status now and a Professor Jenna now so AUSU. Utiwa na waba. So she will know your house and she will know your community and she will know your everything. Even in so obeko be 2-3 times and sana December 7th no eso. But let's come to the economy.
But answer a point no raising say ohun mobo. Or say prof
I wouldn't want to go there.
Okay.
Wa ankaza menene no ye name the kind of personality we are talking about. in the end, no man or becoming in an SM respond to. Other than that, I will not come to the substantive issue. And I say, Osha, since I'm a man by nobody has been able to say, oh, yes, see, and I say, oh, yes, see. And now, Ghana Hano to head an institution like University of Cape Coast. Now, what's the biggest ministry in the country, Minister of Education. Now, you are nominated as a running mate. Now, Obia Enya say, it calls for serious consideration. Said the woman is a woman also.
But most of your party in California said she was not your choice. Ahoy, I can't say on your choice.
Wafa ya bwati nja nkra ha ya no tie no so be kan say ono no expect say nke be ko other places because honorable
say son ahoy most
but they hold the party now
most to be honest with you ahoy most and let don't
honorable na anshoke o e ko prof na shoke o na anshoke o
oh say wo hwe say oba na mra dru say ye be consider man
na say ma de munya opportunity na na kura do man fi no
oh. To be honest with
some power of substance. You got Nana Krodu. And if you cross Suncha and Prof. Zanano Pokajman. Mofino, we have funka games against it.
And I couldn't know a prof.
Now, a prof and editor. Yeah, I got to yeah, that's Nana Krodu. And yet, academia no one far. And Kono Champ,
Professor Okano, but I can see you know,
in terms of politics, honorable, in terms of the kind of politics and Nana Krodu
Obia flag bearer. Now I can say Ubemano running me.
Why?
Akukon suku kruku and sansu.
And Obia flag bearer. I don't want contest for presidential primaries. I'm by my contest for parliamentary primaries.
I don't know.
But he lost the primaries.
He lost the primaries. It doesn't matter. It matters. Say in the Bugri kwa MP I'll assembly mine. Onyae. It doesn't Olusu. Exactly.
I see Opacha say enko hon sam meyechi.
Maybe as Afia na obi when na be kwa university obi you now say ba JSS. Nipa kra be siro. So as a matter of fact, ono oye flag bearer, let's maintain her from former first lady. We move to flag bearer. Okay. Let's maintain that pedigree. Okay.
Okay,
but for now, in terms of substance, all the qualities are pay for a running mate. I think Professor Nana has it.
Okay.
And the way I was starting, the way I all conducting so far, me who ne sin to be will be at me I can wait. And political watchers are even recommending me who serious political watcher be na. One recommending.
Oh, be any some amene de ba or bradia wabo.
Exactly.
Wabo bra pa. He has achieved.
Russia one more bra more pozo. Ghana one now ko jina baby no ya na e ka say. One more bra more bra.
But the way Ghana voting system no so tia.
Yes, for run who shake ba jina wa when na be start party.
But ono Ahmed Ibrahim. The way Ghana voting system tia no. Endum no wabo bra pa ba man to ama no.
There be indum there. That Ghanaians
why there are certain things. No wabo bra pa o man fi no.
Bra e kan bra.
Ai akaba no wabo. One wabo bra chen ai e friends Debbie e papa
indum.
Debbie General Eskin. Okoye na battle okra he questioned it.
Who did he contest with?
General Eskin contested national elections.
With
President Rollins. He contested.
Me no contest. Rollins is super. Rollins no or no. Now Rollins pedigree.
Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim.
There are some people you don't obi offer for in politics. No can be far for man. I can say mikura minyanko. No be na Rollins. Who can contest with Rollins in this country?
In this case, yeah. Prof. Contesting against Baumia. Who Baumia? Tio, and your prof, Mr. Ghana for your prof and to aba. What you saying? General Eskin or a decorated soldier, and go winning against President Rollins or a flight lieutenant Keke.
Who was Rollins then?
And I'm in Tina made Shrawono.
I didn't know I'm telling you, nobody could contest with Rollins, and even if Rollins should contest today, you win.
Oh, just fine example. Honorable Tia, me question there.
There be question no. If you are the general. You're president. The longest serving president in the history of Ghana. Now you can say will be the general, will be the professor, will be the DN. Brown now, President the Brown now person will be but on Rollins now about that.
Okay, nti mami
no equal.
Okay, nti Baumia so about Brown dada. Wa contest 2012.
As
running mate. Wa contest even Baumia ba 2008. As running mate. 2012, 2016. He's doing the work dada. What is the guarantee say Professor Nana Opoku betimi atwen Baumia vote? 1 million na mudi lose you and
Baumia as what?
as running mate.
And Ukasa, what is the
Now,
guarantee?
Prof, any the same running mate.
Afia, there are some permutations.
There be.
What can economy? No one, mommy,
men can say. I'm shooting you on your own argument.
Yeah.
What can for Prof. Sanano Pokuaa? See, she's the candidate. She's not. Or your running mate. Into pay your own argument. If that is the case, but Umianswa ye from 2008. Or marketing 2012. Or marketing 2016. They say Baumia Baya. No only swag, only political charisma. Now he has charisma. Afia move grooming from Sanano Pokuaa. What is the guarantee that 1 million? Hang on, Mama Nusi. 1 million mudi luzu yeno. She can bring it to take it to Mahama.
Did you listen to Canada Japan comment about the central region?
Na say Canada Japan is not a political poster. Yeah, political.
The longest serving MP from the central region.
Does it make him the repository of
knowledge? Did you listen to how MPP is treating the central region and the argument of Canada Japan about central region?
Don't make it about Canada Japan.
I'm asking you, how many votes are there? What's the central region MPP in Faumunya? Even ministers, Kurampon 123 ministers of Mwanya. Inti say na at a time. Central region could give MPP the vice president about 7 or 8 ministers of state, including deputy ministers. Now was certain position, the kind of work they did there. Now central region deliberately still voted for MPP. Now MPP are back. Now what they used to get under NDC, they are not getting it. Canada Japan said it. So now the running mate has been given to them. To remember what they were getting when they...
coming from Central
So if that is analysis, I'm coming to you. So the 1.something million now will come.
Your own argument.
The 1.5 million. Professor Nana Jane is bringing them.
Emisata is from Central region.
Now they thought said they could have gotten more by teaching.
Who they you came from? Because there's been
other analysis. Is somebody I respect? Why me chairman?
No. Amen. From 1996.
And then 96
you are from
96. And we've been winning with them.
That's what I'm saying. It's from 96.
We've been winning with them.
No. Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim. You won with President Mahama as running mate. President Mahama free Gonjao. So winning the election in 2009 was not with a central regional running mate. It was with Bole running mate.
Central regional presidency.
No, yes, but you won with a running mate from
the same permutation now you used in 2008. You know, it's the same permutation that we are using this time.
But I'm telling you, Honorable Pacho, Nyabuchena answer question T. In 2016, you are the running mate. You are the president from FS and Bole Gonjani. You are the running mate from Central Region. You lost by 1 million votes. How do you explain that?
2016 elections, a lot of things went wrong.
Like what?
I want to say the collapse of the unlicensed financial institutions. Any depositors are umosika ekokem. You cannot rule it out. God is love.
Jasta Motors,
DKM. Honestly speaking, MPP capitalized on that. And there was a serious wind of change in the 2016 going across. And between 2015 and 2016, in some globally, ACC any nationally ACC baby na oman Ghana yenya yesika efri ni nyina no all those, be it the hospitality industry with Ebola and how Africa was demonized point bibiri AC into the falling prices of our major commodities and all those things ni nyina ACC. If you say who compare the international environment with outbreak of major disease and how Africa the foreign inflows were not coming and all these things. Metimiaka said it is worse now. Just as most those financial institutions are made my way. Now you have a bigger problem than what happened then. It is true of us. It is true. So if this is what could play against us in 2016, Nana Dubai thinking say he was coming to do better or no Kabaya and need any worse. So do you think that the same equation is going to remain like it used to be in 2016? The answer is no.
Okay.
Then you come to the second point: economic better managers of the economy. Now, omo half economy, half problem. Don't move compare yen whole problem. Then they come out and say, "Oh, we are better managers of the economy." If you are going into 2020 elections, the equation, the answer is not going to be the same. Ghana for be certain questions which the MPP led by the economic team led by Baumia cannot even answer.
Okay.
And those things are going to play a major role. So cutting ya who can say MPP and in the Emmanuel in connection with the educational sector. And that is why I wanted to come there. And I will take it sector by sector. Me who can say young fan sector by sector. That's the way me I always prefer to do my analysis. Me metrana yo no mo kana makabi. You take the educational sector. Any fifi kwetenili okran sem na menua Ebenezer Ekano. If you have to be honest with you, nobody said free SHS was not possible. But what was said that let's create access before we make it free.
Man can say free SHS not possible.
What they were there were two things: progressive free HS and radical free HS.
And then
but 50% is 419.
We said progressive, and we started with the progressive.
Okay.
And a progressive
and now we e-blocks
with the 40,000 students in this country.
40,000 students, man.
Is it 4,000 or 40,000? We started with some the number is what I cannot give you.
Okay.
But what I know that the progressive free SHS started with some quantity, some amount of number of students. The number is what I cannot give you.
Okay.
But not there were students there. Free, progressively free. That's the poor and the deprived students from the poor and the deprived communities.
Okay.
The second normal secondary schools is what I cannot. But now me banana secondary school. Na sa poor na no more no. It wasn't
the 12 cities are motive on way no.
They were giving them some package. A complete whole scholarship. A free poor school. They give it to you. And women were the most. The number, if you go to the Minister of Education,
but the women were only giving them
it is not that.
That
was a facility. Mobile and so more continue with that.
So let's
not go there. We are serious MPs.
No, but even I know it was a very serious project.
Where me can
for girls baby dropping out of school because
it's not where a progressive free SHS was started by President Mama.
I didn't see the progressive in any way.
I see no normally e-blocks no started so CCC
no, I say your mom package. There were saying that there's some package for them.
There were some number of students. The population is what if I close of tomorrow I can give it to you.
Package no.
Now they were giving scholarships.
Okay.
Girl child education and all those kind of things. And students from the deprived poor and deprived communities were given that scholarships. Now Omuko school for free.
Okay.
Even they were made boarding students. They were not there. Into free poor school, then they give you that facility, then you come.
Okay.
And Sana World Bank, they no buy omodi count.
Okay.
And Sana Science and Maths scholarships are now omodima.
Under NDC.
Under NDC and all those Then you come to the number of e-blocks and I said let's increase the intake and let's upgrade the existing infrastructure. When we are able to provide the schools and build the infrastructure. And yes, I started free SHS now. Schools now, yes, Ebeba at a standstill. As I'm talking now, Afia, we started with 123. When we came with the radical free SHS, we completed 46 before we went to opposition. About 20-something were near completion. As I'm talking now, the 123 Afia have come to stagnation. And that is what and Oman continue, and that is what has brought this double track. And to be honest, you agree with me, say, time when I can fresh SHS, nobody brought the idea of double track. So it was an unforeseen eventuality.
Say no, because of accommodation issues.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as a matter of fact, so don't take it for granted. Say Obika say, yeah, free SHS. There will be no problem. There will be that problem.
Okay.
And that problem, you and I, we have not been able to fix it.
Okay.
Then you put that one aside. Teacher training issues or an indexing training, I mean, who can say. Mama is desperate because he cancelled it. There was what we call a quota system. And from the 1986, I did JHS system no buy senior secondary school program buy. 2007, President Kufuor changing into junior high and senior high. The improvement that has come from that system as a result of Saitoni O system, O level, A level, improvement in the science sector. Unkolano every omuya there in the sciences. Now obeko teacher training. Nursing training, usi quota system because aban enya allowance ninti on traffic.
There be but honorable speak to the issue no raise which is that mona most osi president mama swear say be costing aban obey
and I'm giving you the justification.
Okay.
Bama didn't just speak. He brought justification and the justification is what I'm giving you.
Okay.
Nursing training schools, if you are midwifery schools, they were 16. Nursing training schools, they were around 25. International schools, nursing health training institutions, and nursing.
Okay.
Now, a bank could give them allowances.
Okay.
And a mama see, YMBA schools no being count. So between 2013, 2009 to 2016, we established about 17 nursing training institutions.
Allowance now mukute and now de yes.
Because then we are 25 schools there the whole Ghana. You could give them allowances. Usi obia wa qualifies or beko bibia onkobi. Into ya be nursing health training institutions. Mbaku over 70.
Okay.
Edika 25 no. So nationwide, se ukwa nursing training schools no. Ukwa se kwa bi wo ho, sampa bi wo ho, doma bi wo ho, totrosu bi wo ho, techiman krobu bi wo. We born a half unkwa na o ye wo 3. By the time 2016 I be free pa na born half unkwa e was 17. I dey aka 3 no. If you were giving allowances to 3, could you give allowances to the 17 in born half alone?
Okay.
Then you go to nationwide. So we increase it from 25 to 95.
My top point
now,
is
what they are saying. So there was a justification until we what about teacher training? Teacher training, we upgraded them from college teacher training institutions to colleges of education into tertiary institutions. But
then they have allowance in yet.
Then we said they should move to I
think number no makes a very sound argument. Say
you
needed to withhold the allowance. Said about immediately more training colleges.
Me just supposed to no training colleges 35 count into they are 43 now. They were 38. Yeah, upgraded into tertiary institutions. And they say tertiary there. Said universities tertiary for no AG loans, students loans no. We are upgrading you into that.
Okay.
Yeah, the 5 ones account say I have 43. Ni nyina tertiary. And you see 200 community day schools. Say uwie tertiary no, you qualify to teach into secondary schools. Ube wie na 200 schools wa mo bebre mu ko akwa ye adwuma wo. Then health and nursing training institutions no when you call World Bank because of that na yentimi emfa o mo adwuma. If you have to be honest with you, we were 8 years into office. Yes, sir. From 2008 to 2013, if you have there was no 2008 to mom we nursing training. 2009 you found 10 you found 11 you found 12 you found 13 you found into 13, 14, 15 be NKI. If you 3 years and I lose. Meanwhile, you expand access number Ghana Nibia, nursing Nibia or person or nursing training biano or far na oko.
Okay. And that is the justification for withdrawing.
Exactly. Because we could not be bringing nursing.
So honorable, is it not a double standard? And now you 10 said the union can say. If you want to withdraw now, say this is the justification.
Yeah. The size of the economy. We if you let me tell you, the size of the economy. Now Ghana, now we must say yanya oil. And we started striking oil in commercial quantity in 2011.
And your President Kufuor time 20 Prof. Samuels President Kufuor discovered 2009.
The amount of oil revenues necessary started hitting Ghana's budget in 2011. 2011 Ghana nya oil sika. And it was only one oil drill and anayenya. We were expecting say ye the oil sika na yenya no ebe Ghana gas. Into gas is sika beba na gas ya babe bu na electricity bo akofom. Eba ni sa efia we were expecting 2 additional oil wells ye babenya. Efia all those 2 additional oil wells no na ye nimsa ni nyina e ba be kan. So the size of the economy in 2016 is not the same in 2017. And that is what made.
So you are now admitting that MPP buy on my expand the economy now.
You see,
grow economy.
You are not listening to that. You see, 2 oil wells now 2.
Okay.
But we reinvested Sikana Yenya on the wine no into the 2 additional. Into MPP buy no they inherited 2 no account. You understand my point?
2 bang.
Yeah, well, any.
Me pay extra 2 now. We say MPP buy now. We mwenya account no. Because me kai sa for bank. Then any and ENI then okay no my confused.
Okay. Our time na eni ho. We were reinvesting our revenue from the
music and invest. Me can say
oil revenue.
Your companies no more drilling hydrocarbons.
Yeah, what I'm telling you, and is what were being reinvested into the gas production.
What do you mean by reinvestment?
If you want sika from the oil, you could use it for road construction here, but you can use it to go and do Ghana gas. So that gas in bar, you are going.
That's a Ghana gas in the President Kufuor air cocra. There was a plan to harvest the gas.
We spent about over $1 billion in the Ghana gas. Yeah.
Ghana gas no.
That's how you see Ghana coin.
But I don't think I went to me expand the economy. I don't think I went to me expand the economy, and I don't think I say
we expand economy ministers in America. We expanded the economy.
Okay.
Into open so and I can give you the details here. Sika NDC with all those things are mabu bonding no. Sika yenyae for 4 years from 2009 to 2012. That man in Ninyano, if ya when Anadu came to power in forms of taxation, he got that money in 2017. So, because we invested in the oil, we invested in the Ghana gas, into a bar, not oil, sika no, but Ghana gas, sika no, so eba, we eba.
So, okay, because
I can give you the details.
If that is the case, that President Kufuor timer, almost spending time exploring, more exploring. Oil wells bebre oil. Then finally, Ghana hit commercial quantity. The Ama Benuado Bekase Kubangwano. We hit commercial quantity. The taxes started coming under President Mills' time.
Listen to where we took the economy from.
Hang on. Into Kanesadia.
That in 2000,
we are investing in the oil sector.
In 2009, Kufuor handing over Emma Professor Mills Mahama administration. The total budget in 2009 was 6.8 billion Ghana cedis. 6.8 billion Ghana cedis. What you say? But in 2010, we increased it to 8 billion Ghana cedis, the total budget. In 2011, because of the oil second account, we increased it to 10.1 billion Ghana cedis.
I may argue with you, but this one, the fact that budget has increased doesn't mean that oil revenue. Because when you say your budget is heavily dependent on donor support.
There be
your budget now is heavily funded by donor support.
If you ask me of the donor component, that one too, I will bring it.
Make your money to be striking out oil companies now.
I will bring, but let me finish this analysis, then I will go to the oil revenue, then you see the component. By 2016, I have free power no. Now you are increasing the budget into 33 billion Ghana cedis. Budget is KGM. But when Anadu came to power in 2017, 2017 no the total budget received or GE sika or GE loans ni revenues or GE total revenue in the total 2017 budget. The actual receipt was 41 billion. If you are between he inherited the economy, so we share almost estimation from 7 January 2017 to 31st December 2017. If you are, let's be factual to ourselves. Apart from this gas, oil, and all those internal inflows to anomaly, what other additional thing did they do? Nothing. And your taxes are many taxes are AGR, but they were able to collect 2009, 2010, 2012. They were able to collect in 8 years that we were in power with all the 17 nursing training schools for America, with a lot of universities with the upgrading of teacher training colleges, the total, whether oil money or non-oil money or loans or what, 153 billion Ghana cedis. In 3 years, up to 2019, before COVID-19,
MPP for more.
MPP total 2017, Omudia 41 billion, 2018, 46 billion, 2019, 54 billion. Ukaboma efia total receipt sika omwejiji ewo ominum through their budget 142 billion Ghana cedis.
So I didn't know with all these facts also ubetimi aba power 2020 because then they can argue that this is efficiency in revenue collection. They are more efficient in revenue collection.
With all this, NAO and NDC for loan, the total loans IAG was from 9.5 billion up to 120 billion. As I'm talking now, Ghana earned 258 billion Ghana cedis in terms of total our debt stock. The year 120 billion no. 99.5 in Ephraim. Afia is less than 110.
Okay.
It is a AG 110 in 8 years.
No more.
Now, 3 years. Wage 138 in 3 years. Loan so. Then when you come to the budget, it's like this. Then Ghana for Nindiform Air Transit. I compare Sika 142 billion waji 3 years old. Afena na no ba parliament say 2020 the enemy fire no kan ho. No 2020 ope 98 billion. But 2020 or this supplementary budget ba na no there. O see ye man 11.2 enkan ho. Udi 11.2 no kan wa. Eye 109 billion. If you for 109 billion no, fa ko kan 142 billion no. Over 250 something 250 something billion.
Okay.
So the question is, what do you have to show us
for the Sikana
wajin ehoni akuntabo na ye ni omu eba be transit.
Okay.
Mimi ji 110 billion in 8 years. And in 8 years, and you debt stock.
Okay.
What 100 and over 140 something billion in 3 years. So
there na odiaye.
Okay. Media no so there na media. Okay. Then you come to desperation now. Now be say amenu na or say Nanadu cannot be said to be desperate. If all those saw cuttings, most of the saw cuttings that he's doing were loans that were procured in 2016
by President
yes,
Mama.
and they are here. So say uba now what 2016 Yaji Bosia 2016 when all the and I will give you the details. We procured loan facilities in 2016 for Obichebi, for Adenta, for Sege, for
Rose Nina.
Not even Rose. Inner City Rose me no.
Okay.
For now you see you could say 5 polyclinics in Greater Accra.
And no more dada.
The approval loan facilities are here. Into
I see. Okay.
Now transit. Now Adia Bosnian Parliament AG in 2016. 2016 no. Ye Bosnian just 4 months to elections. 4 months now was approved parliament approval wako opposition no. If you cannot do so cut.
Okay.
Now what ba be di yade. Greater Accra for are waiting say so loans now aban agi aban no. Eye aban na wa be di aban na de na say odi adwuma. Uba ye no 2017 you didn't do the so cutting. 2018 you didn't do the so cutting. 2019 one year so cutting. 2020 now who so cutting pretending that it is your project. And do you think the people of Greater Accra region are fools? Unzo mwejimi. Unlike Obichebi Lanta, Oba Egyaso, Obichebi Lanta mi kwa yi. President Mama secured the loans in 2016. That
so Obichebi runabout.
Exactly.
Budget and what was the allocation for Obichebi Lanta circle?
I'm not.
And how much are we talking? How much are we also?
He's making the point that project. The point is making the point clear. 2016 omu procure loans.
If you listen to this one, Commission on 25th July 2016.
26 July. Okay.
Commission agreement between the government of the Republic of Ghana and Environment Engineering Ghana Limited and Co. of Austria for the design, construction, equipping, and finishing of 5 polyclinics in Greater Accra region. 5
polyclinics in Greater Accra region.
Phase 4.
Approval.
Maybe approved. That's by Committee of Health. The report date was 28th July 2016. Remarks approved. The approval day by Parliament was 3rd August 2016. If you are from from 3rd August 2016, now August, September, October, November, December, you opposition. You handing over amount. Who will do the soul cutting? Who knows who just soul cutting? Because Ghana Bosnia Ghana nebetua. And this
internet is almost shared that.
So what? It is one of those things. And Parliament no lie. Me no MPs.
No, whether you are speaking to facts.
This is a parliamentary document. When you go to Parliament, it is there. Parliament Juma ni bra ya bre. And these hospitals, if ya Greater Accra Phase 4 to be located in Adenta, Ese Yekosi Polyclinic Lubako, Ashaiman,
Ashama,
Ese Yekosi Polyclinic Lubako, Botiano,
Okay.
Ese kosi polyclinic no back ho. Oduman I don't know there. You may know there.
Oduman will say.
Exactly. And Sege
so are down kwan so.
Then you come to the same day, 25th July 2016. Commercial agreement between the government of the Republic of Ghana and Vamet Engineering Company and Co. of Austria to design equipping and furnishing of 5 new district hospitals in Somanya. Ese mukosi ba ko.
Inti sa district hospital na do beka no kwa mu project.
I don't like yetu na yetu.
Ona buboso.
Somanya. Ese mukosi ba ko ho.
Somanya he.
Bupe. Ese yukosi ba ko ho. Sola tuna kaba.
Okay.
Ese yukosi ba ko ho.
District hospital.
Yes, Weta.
Okay.
Ese yukosi ba ko ho. Tolon.
Okay.
Ese yukosi ba ko ho. And Bamboy, that's Bamboy constituency. And this was 25th July 2016. And
sikani nyina ya he.
Afia we commercial agreement. Let me give you that.
And this one, the final approval came on which day?
Afia
the final approval day no.
Tolon dia no ni balaba modern 3rd August 2016. The same 3rd August 2016.
Project.
Exactly. And
before we have project. I mean this one the evidence is clear.
And
I'm coming. No, but I've seen the document.
Commercial agreement. Commercial agreements no. Who possess bibia. Time ben ebe mature.
It was approved in August.
No, we are talking about districts. Nanado is talking about 84 district hospital BC. In 2000.
Have you done this one?
No, if for me ba. I'm telling you, sir. There are some districts. Mimi constituency is not a municipal. It's a district. It's a municipal assembly.
Okay.
We are building a hospital. He mentioned 5. He mentioned 5.
And
I'm telling you, sir. No, he mentioned 5. I can mention about 10 in Greater Accra municipal assembly.
Before we go to the 10, honorable.
No, I'm saying, sir. He mentioned 5. Say a commercial agreement. Omuji in 2013.
Okay.
That's what he said. If Ukoji commercial agreement 2013, it took you 3 good years. 3 years.
If you are,
there be honorable.
2016. No.
Also, I'm approve it in August 3rd,
2016.
So where are the projects? Because the money has been procured.
If we are
into projects,
see, any members of parliament.
If you are
commercial agreement. Now, your mouth approval. That's what means.
No, honorable. There are some. When the approval is done, it should not take you 4 years. Before you cut the salt.
There are some contracts. There are some. There are agreements. Even President Mills. No. He went to China.
But honorable. I know they be by.
No, but
a condition.
What we need to investigate this. All these agreements.
About conditions not gonna fail yet. And it was renegotiated by Baumia.
What I'm saying is,
under the 20.
We have a commercial agreement.
Listen to this.
Approved in August.
No. Ahmed Ibrahim is very clear in the evidence. Ahmed is very clear in the evidence.
We are MPs.
Maya approval by August
3rd. 1st June 2016.
Okay.
Export credit agreement between the government of the Republic of Ghana and Unicredit Bank of Austria AG for an amount of 13,500,000 euros. 13.5 million euros. For the financing of the construction and equipping of 5 polyclinics in the Greater Accra region phase 4.
So Parliament approve of this. No, Parliament approve of this.
Yeah, Finance Committee and approve here. And report date Finance Committee by Parliament. 21st June 2016.
Was it approved by Committee of the Whole?
Approval date approved on the 28th June 2016. And
28th June.
This scanning by here.
Oh, let's
no scanning by. No, I want to know when the money came.
Scan no scan by bro.
If I
give you the money,
approval in Parliament. You are third term in Parliament. And when approval is given, say I'm not approval of for this. It's telling you, sir, we want to go into agreement with this country. We want to do A, B, C, and D. This is the amount of money you call. Parliament, you perceive approval to enable us
Parliament
to do this.
Approved.
No, if you
before
we are talking
yes,
of
so when you approve,
when you are talking of, we are talking no.
Then you go back to the drawing board.
When you get the floor, you
Honorable Parliament
We are
approved.
talking
Does
of
it not
two
end the
things.
transaction in Parliament?
Parliament,
You finish out to get
we
my
have two
turn.
things. We have the financing agreement done by the finance committee, and we have the commission agreement done by the health committee.
Okay.
The two committees, after the finance committee aman approval, a one commission agreement, a home number design done now over
okay.
design, construction, equipment, whether there is value for money and all those things.
Okay.
Because health for no and a year territory. Into they know the nitty gritties and the details of everything. Into finance committee, any terms and conditions. I can say it was okay. They approve. Omudi by parliament, ya approve. And a commission agreement, you know, over no and a sector committee, no, I health committee, omusu approve. What approval again are you talking of?
But Honorable, in the operations of Parliament, so more approve a budget allocation, loan we are. Time benefits caneba.
If ya when I year can 2017 na kasa the money could come. Because ya
So have you checked where the money came or not?
If ya when eka Ghana kana ye dino.
Okay. What they can Ghana.
That is the document is from Parliament.
Okay.
Loans
So automatically becomes part of
yes,
Ghana
just
debt.
talk I can wait can loans were Parliament ageno way eka.
Okay.
And upa tomorrow go there you go and get it. Where any secret document
Okay.
is from the Parliament tables office.
Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, are you aware say
Into
Sikano Bar at any point and are you
What's
aware?
it?
Are you aware say after approval we Sikano Bar
Parliament
at
no. Yeah, yama
Approval
no
we,
say. Bole bamwe de no musi.
Omusi,
I'm telling you.
which means Sikano Bar.
That's exactly.
Okay.
Into say we no say one chance ya.
Let
Normally
us say Aburoni be
a
ye.
year 10
Okay.
the same facility. And a ya approval. Ya commercial agreement. Ya financial agreement. Parliament approval. Committee sin approval. And then ya started the ajabi.
Okay.
At the same amount.
Okay. Honorable, that question there comes to you.
Yes.
Because if you
But-
approve it way in June, Martinasi 2017, 18, 19, 2020.
If I
Project
me that
line.
say, before I'll come to Onodiano, let me answer him in certain way be okay. One, okay, say free education. Omu progressive free. Because said the amount of omu free was 38 Ghana cedis. 38 Ghana cedis. Omu yi on school fees 38 Ghana cedis. Then he talks about say yaji loan. If what who Ghana ha the banks are Ghana ha. We put 21 billion into the banks. Banks are you collapse it.
Honorable Bisumamo.
No, if I look,
People chop the money according to Bank of Ghana
say,
report.
if we have not put this amount of money into some of these banks and calculate some of them, I can honestly tell you that they are SC or BA, DKM, God is love, it will be worse. In conform,
Okay.
That is why, in the wisdom of the president, he decided, said, look, let's put this. Let's bring one or these 2, 3 banks together.
Okay.
Let's put some resources in it, and let's make sure say the banks will run. So, say, 21 billion. Now some of them are even running to go and pay the debt. Because say, look, I'm totally against Obia Ubedia Bansika. Na ebecho. Na say the Okotum. I'm against it. But niemum, niami pese ye ni say, ye gi sika ni fi wo ho a. Yempe wo krom a wo fi so. Say me ti hwei. Me ma me fi prampram. Me papa fi ningo. Se makodi aban sika. Na se ya gi fi mi ho a. Yenko prampram. Yenko ningo. Yen se die na ye be bon kofo no.
Okay.
Ye sit ni wi na acho sika na ebembe di ye no. Ye di fi ono na ka we na betumi di aye. Enchiri ba be hu se one bobo brapa.
Okay.
Yeah, this kind of feel. If one, in Parliament, I'm a first timer or the third term. You ask a very good question. Say you mark commercial agreement. Now you mark approval in Parliament. You be rising Friday, rising. We approve not less than 5. Your friend is saying agreement. Into approve na skaraba. You approve na skaraba. And a memo example say. City loan, President Moss, Echo signing for. How long did it take answer the first trunk nuclear the ever?
And I'm aware of that.
Let's find a way say You are talking about 5 hospitals that should be built in Greater Accra. That on 25th of August, approval has been given in Parliament. The question we need to ask ourselves, say, the ben as can ebaye, and as the money comes, is the money abba? That's a buy, and to me, and way to ma. That is where you can say, yes, a buy na then, and yadie.
But when you want to say 4 years in you,
and maybe some Parliament sealed the loan. President Moss Ekodi 2013. Besiene.
But honorable, there were issues with that loan.
There were issues with it
because oil.
Fine. That is why.
Ghana. Honorable hang on. Omuba Ghana no muhu say agreement no signing with China no collateralizing oil no 15 years, which was against a oil law na enacting because your law nature say you can't collateralize your oil no for more than 10 years, so they had to come back and amend the agreement. Inti ni nyina ka ho bi. That is why. But can be by under President Mama.
That is why I agree with you with the question. That when Honorable Ahmed is mentioning hospitals in Greater Accra, hospitals in northern regions are supposed to be built. District hospitals are supposed to be built. That approval was given in August, September, October, November, December. Before he will come out with some of these things, he needs to ask, after giving approval, 5-6 months time, the loans na ekoji no ebaye, and therefore the government has not been able to execute that project. But you cannot just say so. Yeah, my way. And there are thousands of things that have been since the Parliament 2017 till date. There are thousands of projects in the for approval. Met me can say yeah, started do money, meaning that the money is not there.
The money is not there.
Yes, because no say yeah, approval. That's the caning buyer. How do you go and do the project?
But no, am papa say mama buy am mo per hospital say my papa no mo say agreement with that ho. Ya approve that and the money is not there. Nkamunka.
If I
say
ya na say ya approve project we na sika we wo ho. Do you think say aban e start? Do you think aban be start?
I say you could be some other
about Obechebi interchange.
Yes.
My constituency. But that day, I was the master of ceremony for the program.
The
amount of money who claims to do the interchange, compare it to the present. Your friend says,
"We change design and I change."
We even modify the design
to better or worse.
Better it. I'm telling you. In fact,
what was the original amount? What was the original cost?
Me amount offered. But Ushed design compare only. Even that one, it started from your friend said the circle, Diano. It's supposed to come and end at Obechebi. Even with this one, we are doing it for Obechebi. Meaning say, who call your friend say Mochi Road, the next traffic light. Then it's about 3 tier and that area. And if we modify the design of Obechebi compared to your price. So if approval
that's why I would have loved saying Albanian figures now because me kai say Tete Kwashi. President Kufuor changing from President Rawlings to President Kufuor. Muka said President Rawlings at the time, no share documents now. No more year for $25 million. And MPP Muka said OCC Ghana for NDC for person disca. Into Mbel awarded contract for $15 million. And I'm on the ma JBS for Bachi and Co. Sa projects. At the end of the day, we later no. Apparently, we change design to cause all the traffic that is causing there. At Tetekwashi. Intina me busa Obechebi then say, mo modify no better. With
Obechebi, I can tell you say, with the design, because I had opportunity to see the previous design. And I've had opportunity to be, because there are 2 contractors working on that on that stretch. Who share the designer, it has been modified. Baby, initial one baby ended, and then with what we have brought. They are modifying baby and it's 2 different things altogether. Now, Osha, even with that one, with this, there was no construction of drains.
No construction
of drains. Even with this one. Even with this one.
Paper when you I'm now sweating. If I'm ready by what they
how they can.
How they me more kind. Remember one cause all the time.
No,
I'm ready by him.
If
I petition bro, I'm ready by him.
The Obechebi interchange. The one that they did with the amount that they mentioned, there was not even
one drains.
But with this one, there's drain system. Let me tell you. Also do Obechebi Lamtea. Uko weni kaka gamot ewa left.
Yeah.
Even Ajnasari. Sorry, I'm Ajnasari. Kwanchiankra.
Royal House, yes.
Royal House. In fact, he prayed on the day we cut the sword. And he said something, and I will never forget. In fact, the day we even approved of the loan of the Bechebilamte Circle, our parliament, I had opportunity to contribute. And I even quoted him of that what he said. Said this is a dream come true. That he never thought, say, there will be a time that we are going to cut a sword to construct an overpass at Obechebi and add drainage to it. And now Midu can say, go to Obechebi and go and see it yourself. Compared to Dubai or Musia, or Honumu Efladi, Obechebi, as I'm speaking with you, share Gamot, Toyota, your friends, all MTN. There's even insurance companies, and like I'm telling you this on fact, insurance companies have decided, among this idea, said, look, they will not insure their cars for them. Because the place flooded. And at the end of the day, it became a cost to them. That day, I can tell you, say, who shut the institutions around now, as if, say, manna, I then actual free form, free through at their mom. And then go to the site and see the construction of drains. Recently, in Swatu to the what?
Because my drains were fast.
Because there's drain, a bigger drain. Underground.
Oh, okay.
And that's what we are talking about. It was not factored in the approval that you gave.
Okay.
So there are two different political parties when you come. No, who say these are people are Sebi. Or my drain is different. We must drain is different. That's what they are talking about.
Okay. Honorable, it still doesn't answer the question. No, Honorable can say, Omuma approval no hospitals when you mobile munsi. Where is the money?
Make me say, approval is different from you getting the money.
Okay.
Friday, sorry, upon 11 o'clock, was at 11:30. Approval were given for some loans. Of some construction works to be done. Are we saying, say, Yama approval no, and then Juade Sikanaba? That's what I'm saying. Honorable Ahmed, I agree perfectly with him that these are approvals in August 2016, 4 months to the election. The question that we need to ask ourselves is, are all these monies landed? And if the money has landed, what prevents government from what? That's the question that you need to ask.
Okay. Honorable, are you aware says Canada and Mbaye?
Afia, me say, me share boundary with Bola Bamwe.
Yeah.
Bamwe dear no.
Omusi. No musi with the same sikana.
Exactly. The same design is no mana ye kan nyina omusi.
But you always say the same sikano or another funding source.
Sebi in previous. Ye approval facility now was in parliament. Almost 30 years almost no. Ni baby almost no. Head on the same route, the same place. And as to say me and I may health committee no. The farthest I could go is this. To do this. Health committee no na ombeko mo monitoring visit. Into we ya ye kwei. On say sa na ba ya aka no e fa ni team. Ma omo call the various health facilities. Into we ya ye. On say ya parliament call recess.
Yeah.
The health committee on the minority side. E ba be call another same tour. In this omukoto on say omuno and that is the work of parliament.
Okay, you are saying say health committee no will go and verify baby
why the delay. And there are two avenues. On say obichebi dia okay. Facilities are ya approve ye nyina. It was the same day. 1st August 2016. 1st August.
Obichebi dia so mo na mo approve.
Yes, when I approve ye.
But also oma very you
me commission agreement, financial agreement ni nyina wo ha. 1st August. On say Parliament no
are you not aware so ma modify no?
Afia me say me nka roads and highways committee hu.
Okay.
But me ka parliament no.
Okay.
About modification the parliament for approval.
Me say
before last we finished say
ona obekwa ko this document na ba. Me
yes.
They approve your time. Sika ya approve ye any 70.
So you are not aware say the modify the above.
Me say mami nka me dey na me ja me dey na wana be ka me dey. First August 2016, finance committee approved 22 million United States dollars for the implementation of the Obichebe interchange project and related works, phase 1.
Okay.
And here phase 1. Then the same 1st August 2016, 17.2 million United States dollars for the implementation of Obiche-Bilante interchange project and related phase 1. The same phase.
Okay.
17.2 million.
Okay.
17.2.
And the same first August, that 3 loans and I approval for that Obiche.
The same day.
17
The same
what? Is it million
United States dollars.
Okay.
And 1st August 2016. And also 35 million United States dollars for the implementation of Obiche interchange project and related works. The same phase 1. In the
phase 1
different sources.
Okay.
Different banks. Unya sika ni nyina embum. Into uka sa 3 facilities. Ena finance committee. Ena when there be Afia 22 nini 17 no. Ena the financing agreement.
Oh no, we shine your eye well.
35 no. 35 near the commercial agreement.
Okay. For the phase, I know see phase 1
The same phase 1. No say finance this hospital no there. Say finance committee no the conditions of the loan. Sigbosia na wo kwa akọbọ no. The contents and conditions no na finance committee ni. Na
Health
design
committee, okay.
Any structure wo ba base no. Na roads and highways sector committee no mind.
Approve, okay.
Into so we are 1st August 20 the commercial contract agreement between the government of the Republic of Ghana and Quenos Gavao Construction SL Spain. Omuno moye.
Yeah.
Omuno moye Obiche-Bilante.
Yes.
Of you say what you? Your company now.
But also mom on the final.
So
you the
information.
For Spain for 35 million United States dollars for the implementation of Obiche-Bilante interchange project and related works phase 1. That is the commercial agreement.
How much was the commercial agreement?
It was 35 million. $35 million. In the $35 million, no, ya nyam free one bank.
Okay.
Ye G17 wa and the G22 wa.
Okay.
And now can 17 22 eboma. Ordinarily it should be 39. But the commercial agreement was 35. And now committee on roads and highways, roads and transport, and approval here. And they approve it on 4th August 2016. So when we do this, 1st August 2016, now Uba beyes our project now. At least if it's appropriate to say you acknowledge us. And nothing prevents you from redesigning, reconstructing, because excuse me to say, it is only a fool who will not change his mind.
But can someone get us in Tinka circle disaster now so you fan kofo kum kofo no ka the same mistake na kambo
problems in ewono. The same thing they remodified it and brought it to parliament, like he's saying. And as Sikano, I believe as Sikano, so it was not enough. So they needed to bring additional money.
No.
And additional money
was even less than what you people
How much
got.
was it?
It was around $30 million.
In the 5
less than that, even less than yours.
When you Sikana,
that is included drains. That
including the drains.
Exactly.
I
was included drains saying
so where your commercial agreement to and a parliament na year. So
no, it doesn't matter. He's saying
and that's the point is so I have no problem with that. Value for money. So Uba is the same thing happened to Pokuaa. Pokuaa Mubaya, you change the designs and you change the cost. So according to you, the cost came down.
Exactly.
I have no problem with that. But give us the
but Ghana also a problem with that. When they send Okano, so if there's an attempt to steal from Ghana for the year, then we have a problem with that.
I will not take like still. It could go high, it could come down.
Okay.
It depends on the kind of designs that would buy. And a case.
But is it true say Mumu design got us in here?
If you on say me catch you say where your official document records parliament I'm not a member of the Roads and Transport Committee.
Okay.
But it comes from his constituency.
Okay.
And a Pokuaa interchange, the same thing happened.
Okay.
You came, you changed the designs and all those kind of. If you circle, President Kufuor circle to Ofanko, it was 44 million. According to audit report, there was no design, there was no design. They started as they were going, they were doing designing. If you 120 something million Ghana cedis. Okay. Issue now. It came to Public Accounts Committee. There were no design.
Pokuaa of Anko there no.
A cycle to of Anko interchange. Because that time
is that not the one part a year first a jogi this time more review no. Omo the additional $50 million can.
I can't. Many facts.
There was a review.
Many facts about
there
it.
Was
but
a review under Joe Gidisu.
There was a because almost 30 years not designs no, and that was the very first time Ghanaians said, "Oh, you're paying 2, you're paying 3."
Okay.
They ended up doing it for because they could do it for.
Yeah.
So those things, it is the experts who can speak to that.
Okay.
But the point is, it was also Umaye who say, "Oh, NDC, ND started Obichebi Lanti. They started it. But me buy no mati buono so. NDC, NHS, or Pokuaa. But me buy no mati buono so I design. When you do that, that unnecessary debate arguments are sometimes we may not be doing, and we should not be seen to be doing it.
But honorable, is that not fair though? Say Mubana say price a particular project at a certain cost. No, be to me by not so near value for money. Is that not a good
the designs were not the same.
But that's what
it was not, but it is so to add other things to it.
No, I may not.
But honorable, and also the honorable Ahmed Ibrahim can say he cannot speak to it because only technical committee.
And the designs are not the same. When they are so once you change it, the price will differ. But as to whether yours is more quality than mine, that can let your price either go high or as to whether
mine is improved over yours. But I want to $30 million.
I'm saying this. I am saying this for a fact because on that day, we were 3 people who contributed to the debate on approval of this.
By the fact,
myself, the Minister for Roads, and then Honorable Ayepe on their side.
Okay.
Ayepe is not on our side.
I'm talking about on our side. On our side, myself, the Minister for Roads, and Honorable Ayepe.
Okay.
Even that day, my contribution is supposed to go to leadership. And then the majority leader, Egyaso, he's yielding to me because it's coming from my constituency.
Okay.
Then when he gets to the ascent, Honorable Agboja contributed. The minority leader contributed. I'm mentioning people because I have interest in that project.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, sir, looking at what
if you have your floor, no, still.
Oh, floor. So we still can't find baby.
All these greater Accra projects are maybe say me Kenya. These were projects we started in 2016.
Okay.
So why now? In the election year,
okay,
and now obey this all cutting and all those kind of things, and you say you are not desperate. If Greater Accra people had voted for you, come and continue our project, they didn't expect it to be delayed over 4 years.
Okay,
and I'm putting it to you, say projects now make Central Region, the same facility and the same company. This hospital make a Central Region, the same company did 10. Buno Ahafu Region, they did 5. Western Region, they were to do 5. And then Greater Accra 5. And then Northern Region 5. The same company. To argue, say, this company is there, is doing the construction. So the Americans say, they vote for us to come so that we improve upon their
work. Having waited for 4 years. We have all
this election year, we are going to go out. That is how the democracy should be.
It's true.
And that is how the campaign is going to be.
Okay.
No man will reactivate it. And that is where the electorates in Ghana are going to benefit. Let's go to
okay. I'll quote you on that. Say this election is not about Papano. It's about issues. Minority, you go to the ground and look at
register. You register Greater Accra and the 3.5. It makes it the deciding region.
I'm understanding your point. Honorable can be Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim repeating the point. Honorable repeat the point. Just a registration is the highest number of registered voters, 3.5 plus.
Greater Accra. And a Greater Accra, to be honest with you, we said normal wenti and a man change in Ubaya, they have not benefited from the change. Simply because normal na omuye India no munya for the 4 years we couldn't do it. Okay. We are now doing the soccer, even though the funds were approved before the
government.
So what have they benefited?
Greater Accra region, deciding region with 3.5.
Hospital.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, uko constituency wa aboso ka ono.
Ona bubadu to bona paper we ni mansa to bona paper we ni na.
Onse na economy na ba mi say ndum onse na paper ti no.
Papers need the same.
Honorable is making a fantastic point. The Greater Accra region is a deciding region.
Greater Accra region
It makes a fantastic point.
It's a decide constituency. It's a decide region in this year's election. There's no doubt about it. It is never true. Let me tell you something. You see, move to every constituency and see project being undertaken by the MPP in every constituency in Greater Accra. Let me start from constituency Mima Kohopa, Brabuk Masenda constituency, and come and see projects. There are people
from beginning
from 2017 till date. I'm telling you. When you come to let
nobody cannot be in picture no fan send it.
Oh, make me my pictures in Bianca. I say, "Mama, me was Afia was here." Now just the project. Project that we have undertaken in my constituency. Go to Ablekuma West. Go look at project that undertake there. Go to Wejagbawe. Go look at the project going on there. You're talking about just about 2 or 3 hospitals. As I'm speaking with you now today, every constituency in Greater Accra, things that 8 years in NDC administration, within 4 years in another administration has been done. And now me catch you and say, look, NDC 4, and I see a campaign, I see $1 million per constituency, and Juma. Look, go to AMA tomorrow.
Okay.
And you see NDC minority lining up, going to assess the $1 million per constituency for the coastal development. Water region, Western region, Greater Accra region, NDC members of parliament. But they turn up and they'll come and tell you, so, and actually in Koso, and actually in Koso. If this year's election, just ask Nanado Ekayeno, he's contesting with the former president because Wabet Sansuda, Onosu Abeden Etiso. Ghanaians is going to assess these 2 people. Why not odi on mine swa? Na me hu etome. Why not odi on mine swa me nyama sunde? Why not odi on mine swa? Ghana eden eto umpon. Why na no me share video bi na me hu dream me, and I was looking for the position of that person. Na ye bisano about youth empowerment. Okache ni pakuni se unim aboboya. Na ni pakuni I mean aboboya. Osi ye na di aboboya eba ye edi man bebu. Aboboya, a whole constituency officer saying say udi aboboya and edi ba ye to empower the youth. Meanwhile, obi edi napko aba. Obi are creating jobs for the youth in the health sector, in the education sector, all over the sectors that you work in this country. And you are talking about Aboboya, a whole executive member of a political party, a position party, a year campaign to win the heart of the youth. No, usi youth no, enkoto Aboboya, namuna mudi Aboboya ede ebaye. It is clear. If you are talking about desperation, frustrated, Obia, what you say, may you so rest in peace, Sir John. Or say the mama Agyaso Jubilee House or she non can confirm mano.
Sir John, or MPs or contesting MPs I want me we need primary school rampo na kofa Jubilee House ade.
Tafu pankrono.
O ye ko primary school
no primary ba ko pe.
Mama ninda emfa na semuma.
O primary ba ko pe.
Mama Agyaso Jubilee House. It is clear. 2 president, current president, former president. In your term, this is what you did to the youth. That at the end of the day, we have unemployed graduate association of this country. Today, that association is not more there. So you think those youth now they will go and queue and vote for Muhammad on the 7th of January? Ebano.
Okay.
Ebano. That's Sunday the Halla.
For the records, Unemployment Graduate Association started President Kufuor time. They registered there under President Kufuor. And it has been there since.
No,
they registered there. President Kufuor I'm telling you. That was
one of the last time
you were not into politics then, but for the first time, President Kufuor
politics since 1996.
register unemployed graduates. That is where
President Kufuor Nema register.
Exactly.
And they registered during his time.
Exactly. And as if say Yeah, time when unemployment graduates.
Honorable Mami come messages in bina your friend say Gabriel Suta no case if you are this the work of real journalists year pass more educated informed you are spot on with your questions now ubusa no na Kobe bro be no see if your papa no we use your tax money and we dey chia girls no nti yes wa no dey men kasa nye issue issue Karim Fabre no say Ahmed Ibrahim tro no odi no nti if you correct no ansa na wako mpachomo. The good thing is that why would you no judge for yourself? Too much pressure on journalists. Yeah, any better Obama mutu. You UTNDC and MPP judge for yourself. E say my Beneza no say, hey, papa no. Omo mo studio holding nyina aka Bonaventure Junior no say with Christ in the vessel no pa there. Competent party no will be elected by the faithful citizens of Ghana. Ghana for Womunya Kukudro pa Jumo Nana Evans Osinya Kupo Shaw. My enjoy program we pa Regina Bote no say your deed anybody we election year. Nana waba Steven no say NDC man is confused. Opa wo say Nanado continue what they started. He has forgotten that somewhere NDC people were saying that they wouldn't allow Nanado say on contest election and incident na person Nanado on travel program no esum. Bright of Osu Bantamahine were Germany, no see if you are most of their projects were from President Kufuor, but still they couldn't even finish. Otiano Muka Obi Asem and ni Amate Amaboy Amaboy and I see Ebenezer surely pa we will win. I mean we will win on Nipakra Woka Ede Acheno. I could see Boachi Chumesi no see are you sure say if you are a real journalist and hey boss my age more 20 years old, but I will not vote for you to focus on your vote. I know road no why. Be very journalist the to aba movie acha go manos now if you do believe this guy kasa nko na waka but ana di dina ka ho kwame Japan no say I don't understand why munyina moye loud e program no so na Farouk Otema was say NDC have no future for Ghana youth to cry the honorable nika ye no sa we they should learn to be matured and sana Ghana for crowd consider omo erefo ba for parry and no say if you me I say she needs to be smart or the why also why na smart or say Farouk Otema say NDC is competent NDC's competence is too much to understand regards to Nana Madokuya MP for Kropon and all the man Helena will say to no say I don't understand why the NDC man everything is your project Bibia your project and Emilia Amanso Kasa Nyakopo Shamu ne adwuma mu ye studio ho no pa I'm enjoying and the program Aaron Smith no say Ghanaians should get real. How can a government that took the country to IMF be voted back into politics? More hard new power at the end there enya dia ebeboa kra Nana Mansa no say if you like condemning too much your duty is to ask questions not judge you mate is a journalist edmanko na yama Omara Eliza no say Ahmed you are fumbling with your points. Stay focused. Na give questions na no enye gidigidi bia. Na adumankoma oboade bantama. Was MPP is suffering today because of lack of vision. Any intellect. We nyina money da ho a enkenya dem bedu sa abrafei. Na moka say mokate sword. Kofi Kumpe no say all the leaders are there to defend their party, not to think about the people of Ghana. Odame Kwache Samuel, and I say alive in London. Maybe I'm in trouble of Ghana, but I'm pleading with Ghanaians to say, Mamon Tuabama NDC cry into power again. Never. NDC mess Ghana up. 27 years na jeje de betuna kunyaso. Wanye hute into Montuabapa. Papa ko si mano no say if you take your time what aden and I ask o cry o can be crying on one you Martin. Political and no say Ahmed, you are doing a fantastic job. What man people who say I and trokwa and omudi so also a floor mo. Akosi che no say all these projects were approved in July under JDM. One people for mo ho ani wo and Nana Otu no say who does not know that NDC invested so much in Ghana Gas which was headed by Sipayanki. Ghana for pa mumpe no kra hu Don KB and also 4 more for Nana and one waka wa wonti ase no utumi kwashipo and Salahu say one no say Ahmed don't forget I say forget Ghanaians are here your techima e-blocks ene MPP for na ewie enti men fa niam bebre hwa ho te say de monko a na mbeye bibi Ado Alphonse o say NDC man pa he struggling pa if you can see said Ahmed ne ho kire no pa abrante ba ko say if you 2020 there Nana afa abrewa obubuachi and all can say no and Michael Edumensa no say good evening if you am enjoying and edumedie ya only honorable Ahmed Ibrahim no me ade aye no Eugene Tipsy no say if you please can you tell MP so Mr. President nene nkofo akanyina so mo nkanche no no ntua national service for sika ma ne yebre we nyina no se ento aba ma no akosi edu a champion safo no se if you please you enjoy program no pa Stephen Yebo aso London no se if I'm listening to you YouTube no so in fact and that one my man enjoy pa 2020 ne de ebe ye dwe wo Ghana ha papa these are the real issues wala nye wa akotia no se if papa no enya atemdi o enya atemdidie enti won so membe ka some obi anka papa ne forget papa ne nko issues tinya issues wasi NDC MPs na omo target Lydia Asa so a bloody widow no mo refi mo nyanya atwom mo de maka cho bi se bloody widow mo wie ya mo se papa no ya 10 years aruna di so nko parliament on tena fie no on witi enya de obi afa no ho Dave Joe Amankwa mensa no say good job Afia and favorite girl blessed baby or say Afia me enjoy my discussion pa Godfred Akman Kwe osofo or say Afia good evening come Sadiq Isa and or say Afia I enjoy program no pen go for ni very good Johnson Jamina no say listening to you from Madrid MPP there they are struggling with infrastructure project omu wi a wo say dey yenti wo mu case kra so eno a ne ye beka kwasi buache twum ono so na sema they can say Afia I didn't ask for your certificate. I said you should know the figures on the project. Latebi okoshi inti minim figures na beto abama wa jaye. I don't know the figures. Even if I have the figures, I will not come and contact. Ya munkreya obika figures ni ya dine kochams. Yeah, we are interfering. Judge for yourself and vote for yourself, brah. And also ntia say kolenu or you go figo benam. Kofi Pokuaa no power for NDC people to yen to abane mamo montiasi and also mutumi ye de better mu ye bia esiama say if you let Ghanaians apologize to Nanado for not allowing him to be president for the past years because NDC there they have nothing good for Ghana for and no one no puto and ya catch on someone peduno say we don't need dum so ton yen to ma MP NDC bia Ike site Ike or say if you I cannot vote this year but I say no to NDC pa me Japan and I'm do say de eba no someone peduno say if you dum so there never again but if any final comment na yemfa NCA no say koye breno eso a enisaba people are enjoying my discussion I'm hoping say ebeboa o mama motimi aye fair judgment for themselves because at the end of the day Ghana for niti and amunyina nkamada o and so maba betina to explain your policies to them just see Kobi Ajiman or say Kwabere comfort at the end yebeka pa papa no or no papa no we'll talk about it and Piaga no say good evening 15 addressed by His Excellency Nanado and no he gave us hope and glory it only also 4 more for and also watching asafo and all the way say bana question Alex or say good evening if you're doing a good job in fact and then upana no I'm me tuche mo pa good job also tie wo Dubai and all the way aba senior prince no say if your mic no asha say na mpeke tie me da say waye ni ya ma ye na idane okwaku Pilato no good job pa if you and upana no solid team o ma ya de papa gbagbo divine or say good evening me tuche ma upana no ene and Stephen Okofo no say good evening if you are talking about it as if it will bring anything. Also, me and Candy also don't talk about Papa no issue. Kingsley, Amwakwata no say if you have a right to say it, but from what you are saying, no, Papa no de enya Papa no. Unti ni ensusu ye beka Papa no de enya adwen ye say Papa ne beka. Say tado susu de madam. It could be any other man no. Enti mamu for money nkosi baako for so. Ebetimi aba say MP no muti studio on kra no. Omo ye Papa no. Enti men trust omo bi asa. Abdul Latif Muroba and was if you ought to know better than that you are tolerating all these people so mutu many esukojo upon kroma esono Daniel Ekufu so tell Ebenezer to stop lying to Ghanaians. I swear to God that what he said he did is only for about 2 or 3 people. Ebenezer Ben asemna okay MP nana Gabriel Suta also the biaba no Bernard Bafo or see if you ask him why is it that during the NDC time he as an MP did not provide the lecture center but enede otiano no kan de opaya no refer to the particular issue why akwasi bo achechu mesi no see if you on kwado see if you can you shut up. How could you say that if you wanted a woman of substance you had a chance going for Nana Krodu? What kind of language and comparison is that you Mate? You have a right to your opinion. Yeah, okay, say, madam, today dear, you have failed. Oh. How can Mahama and Tracy and Miss Bell be catch fire? Why are they working at Jubilee House? Na obiabo edina obo eno. Una obo. Nobody here in the studio has mentioned the name. Two evidence we are not there, and the okay there. We don't know anything about it. Shaggy, Ajimai, Pokuaa, and also so all those who are arrested were bashed by MPP. Ahmed Ibrahim Pa, please. Aya okasa my evidence. They just say 2 foot egu enkofo enino. Chum Vincent no say thank you pa. If you no kreno pa and a wakano or you say Bocholt. Germany. I don't know say if I got the name right because I'm not very good with Dutch names. But if I any more final comment, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim we fa the edika na makoni abema Honorable Neo.
Yo, Afia was a greater aircraft for last 4 years no. Me say send me kind no mo boka. Se ohwe normal omunya wo NDC time. Embra na GDM ni Miles Mahama administration no was no. Greater Accra everywhere you go. There were so many massive infrastructure going on. We turn station nungwane adentani we no munya nsuo no. We turn the sea water. Epo nsuo no ye dane no. Station desalinated water. Na no munya bi enom after adenta. Beyond that, from water project yeah expansion. Beyond that, Lekman Hospital, yeah. Beyond that, Ushe Ridge Hospital, Police Hospital, and all those things. And Sana, yeah, this are polyclinics, so a war. No. Before you come to Obichebi, before you take the Gang of Four, before you take the, we are Pokuaa interchange way, Nikaswa interchange way. Into Usha, there was massive development going everywhere. If you voted against us, now after 4 years, you know, still Obichebi na yeah, no na. Edi beye campaign na Pokuaa na ye na edi beye campaign na motorway expansion ni si Temaport expansion ye na odi beye campaign say yam na do antimi amfa adefufuro bi anka sa dada we ya na Mahama dada na ye change ye na. Then what is Nanado's campaign message in the 2020 elections? So going to the 2020 elections, if you are whole clear, say the people of Ghana will vote for Mahama to come and continue projects ya na ye dada na ye tutia ya ye kotra nchen kakra no. Yes, it's a eba. So clearly speaking, come December 7, 2020, they made say President Mahama Nenyuma Pana or year no for the last 4 years no ebedinechi. And the good people of Ghana are going to vote for it. If you I will not be surprised that even one kasa ubetu krama because the number of media houses are you know. Even Kenya Mikra na ye adumanka okay FM ye kasa kana do close down. You all know it was part of those that were going to be closed down. In the clearly speaking, Sanyamia Yadum now want me and Gunu because he will be going for second term. Now I have me patron wajaya. Can you imagine what will happen in the next 4 years for re-election bill? So clearly, forget the number of radio stations are closing down. The number of banks are closing down. The number of financial institutions are closing down. Before you count to the number of job losses then you start talking about NAPCO anyway. Frankly speaking, Ghanaians are suffering, and the only rescue missioner Ombetmianya will be coming from President John Mahama. Intiminu be also over Japan. I want to my Ghana and Japan. When you come to Ghana, you will clearly know say Ghanaians are suffering. And if you to be honest with you, 320 something financial institutions. At the name of Ghana, we were coming to be part of the private sector. We were about to be booming. Inti clearly say what go banks we nyina na bank manager akono si wa fa bank manager napco na bus me woman say 700. Do you think you are helping? And then ka we any bank ni ye na ka we that would have been a different thing. The omo can say oh you are pumping 21.6 billion into the financial sector. And a year then say nipa depositors no so omo nya omo sika. You are giving them 5 years. 5 years where will you be? You were for a grow mouse account on back. You call this my quaco to aba. Who didn't panic? Untuae. They say, oh, my mama bond. What zero bond was? They say you are teaching even market women or more makola how to take bond. Bond will not solve your problem. Okay. So clearly, Minya, let's face fact. Omwa 21.6 billion omonte and aoko G no famomo. Nandia yani ntoka na anu kamuma yakun parliament. One mortgage ye diamond at what diamond says and hadro yes you gold wa aka kakra nda anu nso yes sorry yeah that's sorry yeah or the future gold nso or you are going to sell the future gold of Ghana enu de ye ntiase. So meanwhile what to be baby in case you happen to be the next president of Ghana some years to come na sa future gold na do watonda da say na obebu woman look at the desktop kwa maji ya japadia ye de betua ka no da ache no say ndem musi muton. So what is the essence of going for these facilities and then mortgaging the resources and the natural resources this country has. Meanwhile, clearly speaking, your corners are MY.
Okay.
They say you have been given 4 years. 4 years both here wabono. Bond wa wedgie in the work of account. Now gold kakra na work from hono there. Jaima echirima. Omusu ba no mwenyebi.
Okay.
Now what on die, what on box side, who's out on gold account? Ebe. Abba.
Honorable ni.
Eva.
Honorable.
And then 17th of August.
Okay.
2020. 4 years ago. Now we hosted program with a different radio station.
Yeah.
The same Mondays and Wednesdays. Mekai ebebo 8:45, 9:30. Now because now as I said, you tough fuel, diesel, and the good machine move. Now at 10 o'clock, your former station, not my pump, most of the stations, and then about 10:28, we are still here, enjoying air conditioning and lights. You are still doing your program. 4 years ago, Bananka, we defeated that time, and what da. And I say, we fit them.
What am I here?
This is the difference. Yeah, what Greater Accra? Mikai, just about a week ago, the Greater Accra regional chairman of the NDC went to the Ghana Transitional Council. They told him point blank, said, don't wait till the election before you know us. And yes, I do about to now be This is what was your catcher, your friend is saying, the NDC regional chairman. More Greater Accra, Juma, President Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. That is why, even in his second year, in the first term of office, no, in kind ahimfo, a bonabaso, a chen ejuma, oye, and agusu eye. The people of Greater Accra will never be ungrateful to Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo on the 7th of December 2020 when they go and cast their vote. I know for sure, say Greater Accra, we are going to win Greater Accra and win massively. Currently, we have 21 seats out of the 34 constituencies in Greater Accra. I can assure you, say, we are going to get 25 seats in Greater Accra come on the 7th of December 2020.
25 seats.
25 seats in Greater Accra come on the 7th of December. And we are going to win and win massively for Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo and the MPP to come and govern this country. If we Mamingina Minyankuma our war JSS Omukocho BC both public and private. Nama the Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo ase say what kai won say. You see nia okom anima ending ome say what kind one say when young kuma wa primary school enjoy school feeding one so busumi amukwa kodi e wo school mu ansana o matro instruction no or say both private and public musuyema moduane bia na mundi and now you need to can say na now Nana do dear on ye mu uko private school be ma uko public school be ma. If we midway upa ochna call Brakane secondary technical kateku na bisa omu head na bisa any of the students omu start omu SSC I feed them and then come feed them. There are 443 students are mutual exams
every day.
Anytime, because on says
they be on back exams.
And I told them say me feed that money na mo betro because yes idea ebenya jaden ajebi ebi ochina nipa 20 na culture ebi wa nipa 10. So anytime all the 400
subjects
what the train no extra no bia no I feed them. Today is the third time of feeding them. I cut twice me feed them 24th and then the last paper in September and I'm feeding them. I gave all of them the 443 students I gave them a face shield, a sanitizer, and nose mask, making sure say Nkwalai should make me proud, and they have assured me and the head and the entire constituency they say they'll make us proud.
Now no meeting so because and I munam school mu ho and I must mu na domba and I and I was disappointed. Very much disappointed in the running mate of the NDC. Okojina Fadamaha Eka say Omomu ba Nkwala will not misbehave at the various schools. If I won't lie to you, so now your friends, Ahmed T also or your friends,
elder,
Miss me elder, or elder or your friends, Pentecost, me elder or Presby.
Oh, I see.
It's Miss me Jantro.
But me need evidence no more. I just want to issue that disclaimer.
Me Google me send nama anyway. Anyway, they want you be me send nama o. Now one can say what him. So me say Ghana for. Let us not go back to your friend and say. Ekwansuna ye womu no na mmom ye mbo ye hu modern say bo sha asase na ye pese ye du so no ye be du bo sha asase ne so led by Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Come on the 7th of December 2020. 4 more for Nana, 4 more for Ebenezer Nati, 4 more for all the MPP parliamentary candidates, and 4 more for Afia Pokuaa.
Me therefore no also. I was avoid Adamu nyina asese mutie Gyaso ma ase da kese e kwa ma empanifo ene omo boy from 7 to 10. Yede ye twemu 10 kwa 10:30 ntia da se Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim NDC MP for Bana or your deputy majority minority chief whip. Ofi constituency no ho a onti na o sweat sa no tum se ono a enya asem keto Bana to Accra ena Honorable Ebenezer Gilbert ni na nate MPP MP e wa Blekuma Central butia for aseda kese enkoma aseda so nkoma mi producers yera Isaac Osodio mi Kojo Odamiado ena Kojo Hansen ena Afrima ye da obia se so follow your live social media nyina nyakopon ya adom na ade chia na ade aseda ena ema wo follow your Facebook so a okay 101.7 FM. Thank you so much. So ne yetna nyakopon ya adom ochina ade chia bi adwumadie na tikase kwame komati kese obeba na afọ ode no abro na afọ programs na aka nyina e follow e de amam ye fra me Afia Pokuaa enwumere good evening any day ye ene ye de ma obia Yakopon hwe obia so na de pa enchie